All right, guys, here we go. 1 minute because I'm gonna have to set up the cameras, obviously. But we are ready to rock. Welcome. Just a second. Un momento. Here, you can have voices for now. Okay. Oh no, wait, he's there. Wait, why am I here? Draku's there.
Yes,
oh, look at me. I'm Kyle. Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm Power Bottom Kyle. I cast. I do funny stuff. Normally I have a mustache, but today I'm trying something new. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? That couldn't have been any more perfect if it had tried. There's an imposter! Honestly, my favorite moment. There we go. There's the real Kyle. Hey! Still looking a little bit more monochrome. All right, y'all. Everybody, welcome to, this is the 3rd edition of Crunchy Customs. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today we have, as per usual, our resident caster, Steel Agent Kyle, also our official caster of UFF. Hello, Kyle. Happy Valentine's Day. And with us today, we have the one, the only, Draku-san as our guest caster this week. Hi, Draku. Yes, happy Valentine's. Thank you so much for being here, for, you guys for carving out some time. I know that Valentine's Day is, one of those days when you spend it with a special somebody. And tonight, all of us have chosen chat to be our special somebody, so we love that for us. Oh, they're muted? Who's muted? Wait a minute. Who's muted? Wait a minute. Oh, no. Wait, we have to do this all over again. No, not a Crunchy string without an oopsies. 100%. Wait a minute. This is on me. So here's... Y'all, the way Wavelink is playing me right now. Hold, please. So... Oh, and now all of my... I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. So Wavelink went through an update and has decided that I no longer have sound. Can one of you guys say something? It's not even coming through on the app. Okay, hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is so much fun. We may actually have to do, I'm level. Oh my God, we may actually have to do this through guest star. Cancel customs, let's do charades. Oh my God. That's a good, wait, hold on. That's actually a good suggestion. Okay, Discord. Oh my God, Wavelength just fucked me. Holy. Where is, wait, it's not even, application audio capture. Oh my God, this is fucking wild. Hold on a second. Where's Discord? Get rid of that.
Oh yes, Crunches.
Okay, where is Discord? Discord. Okay. Audio output capture. Can you guys, wait, can you guys hear them now? Say something.
Hello.
Test.
Something.
Can you guys hear them now? Not the sad cat. Oh my God, they can hear you guys. Why is Wavelength? Oh my God, Wavelength did me so dirty, y'all. Wavelength did me so fucking dirty. I'm so upset. You guys, that was like the cleanest intro I've ever done in my life, too.
Hell yeah.
I'm so fucking sad. That was like literally the cleanest intro of my life. Now what's it picking up? I can't with this. It's picking up something in the background. No? Just kidding. It's no longer picking up. Whatever. Okay, so Wavelength went through an update. It borked my UI, and it's pulling weird sound sources, and here we are. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this again for the people. We're going to run it back for the culture. It was a sound alert.
Run it back. Rewind.
Now I can't hear the sound alerts. That's right, because it was Sad Cat, and I can't hear fucking sound alerts for some fucking reason. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I'm just you guys are going to have to fill me in on my own fucking stream. But anyways, welcome to Crunchy Customs. It wouldn't be a Crunchy stream if we didn't have technical difficulties. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me while I get my shit together. As you guys are aware, we have our resident caster, Steel Agent Kyle, who's also our official caster for UFF. Hello, Kyle. Welcome in.
Hello. Test number 2. Testing. Is this thing on?
I have to excuse myself after seeing Kyle in the girth stash. Dang, the girth stash on Valentine's Day, Kyle? You didn't have to hit him that hard? Shit. Speaking of girth, we have Drakus on with us in the house tonight.
Speaking of girth?
Oh no.
Segue.
Hi everybody, happy Valentine's Day.
Girthy static on both mics. Y'all are playing. Somebody sounds crunchy. For fuck's sake.
I mean, it is Crunchy Custom, so I guess it would make sense.
I mean, listen, it makes total sense. It makes total sense right now. I fucking hate it here. I hate it here so much. I don't know how to help this. I don't know how to help this. I can't even hear Pineapple going right now. Like, nothing. This is good. This is good. This is par for the course. We are about to find out, Draku static restart? They're both static?
Static. Shh. Oh wait, that's what we sound like.
You spell applesauce.
What if I did this?
A's, you can call it.
Checking. Do we still sound static?
Both real crunchy.
Real crunchy.
You know, I had... Let me see.
It does sound like you're talking in a hallway as well.
Sounds like I'm talking in a hallway?
Yeah, it's not your normal.
No,
it's
I
not
know
your
what the
normal
issue
thing.
is. Wait, I know what the issue is. Hold on a second. Oh no. You
Wait
guys,
a minute. Hold the phone.
You guys, I'm an idiot. Okay. Can we? Okay. Try it again.
Music.
Try it again. Say something.
I'm definitely a crunchy peanut butter guy.
What
Okay,
is
there
that
we go. There we
song?
go.
Is
There
that
we go.
the?
Why do we hear
that's
music
the
now?
song. That's the
What's the song?
What song is that?
song. Mind Hacks calls it a certain song. We'll let we'll let chat tell us what it is.
No
No,
more
no,
static.
taking
I figured it
No
out.
longer static. We've heard it from the
figured
committee.
Out. I'm hired.
Committee being the
I'm hired.
chat.
That'll be $2.15. You don't hear a song?
Yeah, I can't hear crunches anymore.
Uh-oh.
She's speaking. I also have her muted on the Twitch app.
We're doing
It
good.
knows what it is.
Oh, there we go.
Doing good.
Okay.
We're doing good. Wait, can you hear me now?
I can hear you through Twitch,
Wait,
not through Discord.
wavelength
anymore.
microphone? No.
Now
I hear you now.
There we go. There we go. Yes?
That's
Yes.
better. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Don't play with my emotions. I'm so
We did it.
delicate right now.
We did it. Are we still staticky? I don't think we're still staticky anymore.
No, you guys
They
should
can
not
hear
be
it.
staticky. You should not be staticky.
Okay, but you gotta tell us the tech. What happened? How'd you fix it?
Okay, so when Wavelength went through
Wait,
and
wait.
updated-
Pause. Can you start with what had happened was?
So what had happened was,
Thank you.
when Wavelength updated, it messed with all of my sound settings and deleted all of them and then reinserted them. But that means that I had to go back to Discord and actually fix my default sound settings there.
Genius.
Beautiful.
Being a streamer is not, it's not glamorous at all.
kind of hard, that's for sure.
It's not
I mean, I don't know.
glamorous
Have you
at
seen
all.
yourself tonight, Crunches? Pretty glamorous.
You know, this
What are you talking about?
it's a special occasion. Okay, first of all, I knew you were coming, and then I knew Kyle was bringing the mustache. So I had to step it up a bit. And then we're also competing with Void right now, who's doing speed dating. So I had to really, really like bring it tonight. Because I can't be
Wait,
here.
does
and have
Kyle
everybody else
sometimes
here.
not bring the mustache?
No,
Question mark?
Kyle
I mean, this
always
is kind of
brings
a
the
beard
mustache,
right
but-
now.
No, you see this going on right here? Like, this is Riz. All of this right here is Riz. The girth right here, and then the Riz right here.
It's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
And now I can hear my sound alerts. Mind hacks with the rain. Hello, friend. Welcome in, green berries.
Ooh.
Uwu. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Charlie, otherwise known as Crunches. I'm a Pokemon Unite and variety streamer here on Twitch. And tonight we're doing Crunchy Customs. Y'all are just in time if you would like to join in some of the games. Tonight we have Steel Agent Kyle. I can hear Pineapple.
I know pineapples make sounds.
Green Berets. Yes.
What
that too.
sound does a pineapple make?
Kuliki Takati.
Probably something
See,
sweet.
he knows. See, Damien knows. Damien's gonna come watch the games. Also, hi, Biggie. I saw you in here earlier. Yeah. So we'll go over this again. Customs are done 10 at a time. You guys get a full custom lobby to yourselves. I will be your observer. I'm not participating, so nobody gets to run hands on these cheeks tonight. Sorry, squirrel. So we do this for the community. We give this to you guys. This is your opportunity to come get some customs in, pop off a little bit, have some commentary and casting done by some of the greats. And then tonight, Drake, who's going to be watching for the overall MVP, and that doesn't necessarily mean like the biggest winner or the biggest pop-off, but somebody who comes in and has a lot of show-stopping, a lot of, hey, made you look kind of stuff. Maybe it's an off-meta build that you're running that just kind of stomps all over everybody. But we're looking for somebody who
target
has
is Panda.
overall... The target's always Panda. Overall game sense, team player, sportsmanship, that kind of thing. So Draku's going to be looking for very specific qualities in one person tonight. That person's going to be gifted a $20 Nintendo eShop gift card, courtesy of Panacorn Gaming. So make sure y'all show up and show out. We are going to be filling the lobby 10 at a time. We are using the Playing with Viewers bot. So if you would like to join, it's !join. And Nara will tell you, please, if you would like to check your position in the list, use !POS. Do not use !list because that kind of fills the chat a little bit with spam. And it's easier to see what position you're in. Also, please do not leave and rejoin the queue. What will happen is after every 10 are loaded in, we will rotate the queue. If you would like to leave the queue for the evening, you can use !leave, but it is not necessary for you to leave and rejoin. We are handling all of that for you. We want you to have the most comfortable gaming experience here tonight. So just listen for your name to be called, and that would be about it. So as for me, I'm just going to be hanging out. The real show here is the community and these two gentlemen who are going to be here casting for you tonight. Nanera's going to be on hand in the background helping with any technical difficulties. Damien's also going to be judging y'all, so make sure you put on a show for him because he needs the entertainment. But other than that, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to turn it over to the greats. I'm going to turn it over to Kyle and Draku, and whenever y'all are ready to get started, just let Nanera know, and we'll call the first 10.
Please don't.
Yeah, let's get it going. So I have to pick an MVP at the end of the night. Well, I'm supposed to be doing it unbiasedly, but I do have a favorite Pokemon. If you maybe want to sway my decision making, by the way.
It's Dragonite, right? It's Dragonite.
Oh,
Dragonite?
totally, yeah.
Yeah, Dragonite. Okay, so just, there you go.
Would you say it's maybe your decision to make that call on who's the best?
Oh, we're starting strong tonight.
I don't know. After that joke, Kyle, I might have to get my Elder Glock out for that.
Are you saying that you might have an eye on somebody?
I just want an eye-opening experience, Kyle. That's exactly why I'm here. All right, let's get the first 10 in here. I think we've been waiting long enough. Nanera, call them out. Let's get them.
All right. First 10 up are Primordial Skull, Dixie, Kingslayer, Jade, Give Me Tanks, I'm Lovey, Gengar level 180, Security, Ribbon, and Hydrix.
Unite is gone. Why is Unite gone? Hold on a second. Wait a minute, because I put... God damn it. You guys would think I do this regularly? Yeah, whoever
It's
can guess the lobby code can get in.
Just guess. Just throw a random assortment of numbers on.
It's really close to my social security number, by the way.
That's good to know.
Uh-huh.
I've already hacked the mainframe.
Uh-huh.
Careful, that's how she gets into plant cards for you to open.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just ask Zero In on Alex about that sometime.
So I already recognize a ton of the names on here, which is going to be exciting. I've already had the opportunity to cast Malzeno, Jade. Give Me Tanks is also from my community as well. Just want to shout out some people that are coming over from my side.
Heck yeah. I like Evio Mint is a pretty big staple on these Wednesday Castums.
Oh, huge.
Was able to earn themselves a gift card on the Wednesday, the inaugural one with Dupe Snacks. Popped off with I think it was a Penta on Meowscarada. So I imagine Evio Mint's going to be playing a little bit of Meow today.
Meowscarada is a fun one. I haven't been playing it recently, and I've seen some competitive players really do well with the double team, and conceptually it actually makes a lot of sense if you're able to at least pull, one ability, two abilities out from the enemy team. That ability being on a cooldown could be very advantageous.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the stronger Pokemon in the meta, it seems. It definitely has a bit of skill expression of kind of knowing when to pop in and out of the fight, waiting on some of your cooldowns and kind of really choosing your battles. Especially the passive ability. The passive ability is actually pretty interesting with how that interacts like with the Unite and everything. So definitely one of the more fun Pokemon. I don't play it because I typically don't play speedsters because I am very, very bad at them. I end up just dying all the time. Yeah.
Think about it. Take me, for example. When I first started playing Dodrio, I think my first season win rate was something like a 44%. It was awful. And then as I started getting more comfortable with it, I finally was able to bring it up to a 56% win rate, I think is where I'm sitting at right now with Dodrio. But Dodrio is not my first speedster. My first speedster, I believe, was Talonflame. It was one of my most picked Pokemon for quite a while. And Talonflame, it's not really in the meta so much. It's kind of picked kind of offhandedly. There are a lot of other better speedsters, in my opinion, but still a good one to understand engages, obviously, because you have Fly and Brave Bird that really relies on your ability to deduce when to approach the enemy team and when not to approach the enemy team.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with kind of how Talonflame is. Although, I think it was Friday night, Ribbon and I were casting up some of the Articuno League, and I believe we saw a Talonflame in every single game in a single set that we casted. It was kind of bizarre, but it kind of gave me a little bit of nostalgia because of how nice, I guess how prevalent it was in like season one, like the early season one, before a lot of things got added.
Yeah, well, you also got to think about, like, there were only 2 speedsters in the early game, or 3 speedsters. I forget about Gengar. It was like Gengar, Talonflame, and Zeraora, which was the first release of the game. So it's funny to think about some of these characters as well as like they were actually a release like very early on in the game. Like, for example, Gardevoir, I totally forgot it was an actual release Pokemon. It wasn't a day one Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that were kind of prevalent. Zeraora's kind of made a little bit of a comeback. I think for a while there, Zeraora was kind of in just a really awkward spot of, one of the only Pokemon that had that level 10 Unite for a while, and then
oh my gosh, I totally forgot it had a level 10 Unite.
It was like an obscene amount of time went by. Yeah, because like you didn't even get like discharge or wild charge until 8, which was pretty wild as well. Yeah, that was an interesting time. My duo partner as a Zera main, and Never a day when he was just hoping for just a change. He's like, I don't need any extra damage. Just move it down to 9, and then move those other moves down to 8. And then the plus abilities, not getting like the Discharge Plus or Wild Charge Plus until 14 was rough. But it's kind of made a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah, go ahead and start making some announcements to get some people in here. Go ahead, Nair.
Yep, we're gonna pull in the next 2 because we had 2 that are not responding. So Squirrel of Death and Lord Onslaught.
Lordy.
I think we need 3.
Oh, my name is so close. It's coming up next.
I can't wait to see Draku gaming and casting at the same time. It's gonna be so good.
Are you seriously? Are you about to do this?
No, I'm not. But it'll be
World's
funny.
first.
I
World's
want to see this.
first?
I want to see this play out.
And we're also missing security.
It's okay. I'll message that child.
Security.
Get your kid.
That is my son. Hey.
Nice.
If everybody's okay with it, can we try and put Mitch and Omega in the same lobby since they want to game together? I mean, it might be possible if we're moving people up.
Yes. Yes, we can do that.
Do we want to get somebody else in while we look for security? Maybe.
All right, if we're waiting on, if we'll have security rejoin, next on the list is Vision.
Oh, Vision.
Vision Scythe is in the chat. Huge. What were we talking about? Oh, Talonflame.
Yes.
I remember Gatlu was playing a lot of Talonflame in EU for the AOS play-ins.
Yeah, I've
I
definitely.
believe. I don't remember if they played it in Grands, but I do remember For Free playing a ton of Talonflame.
And didn't we see in Underdunk? I thought I remember maybe it was Genesis or Nexus that might have played some Talonflame, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot of Talonflame in that tournament. But hey, Kyle, game number 1, baby.
We got game number 1. Alrighty, let's look at these teams overall. So we got some names over here. We're gonna have some bans coming in. I think we're gonna have Clef Umbreon, obviously pretty standardized ban.
Yeah.
Who are you looking to pop off this match?
I mean, probably, any sort of speedster would really love to see this. These are 2 of the characters that love to lock down things with high mobility. I mean, like with Umbreon, we all know about it. Gravity for Clefable. Some of the best tools to lock down anyone with really high mobility. So if you were talking about Eviomint doing a really fantastic job with Meowscarada 2 weeks ago, I expect them to do really well here, considering these 2 characters are going to be locked down.
Yeah, and Ribbon insta-locks a Dragonite. I'm wondering if this is going to be a Hyper Beam or if it'll be a an Outrage, but look at that. How broken is Machamp?
Yeah, I was playing Unite yesterday on stream, and quite a number of Machamps were on the ladder, most likely in response to maybe a certain player that did really well in the AOS Cup play-ins, but Machamp is, let's talk about Machamp for a little bit. So Machamp is a really interesting character. For a lot of content creators who make tier lists, it's pretty frequently low on the tier list. I would say B tier at the highest. But obviously, those types of tier lists, and I made a tweet about this, those types of tier lists don't really take into account players that have really min-maxed or pushed the limits of a certain character. And really the way that Machamp is meant to be played is kind of like Slowbro. It's really meant to be played around its Unite moves. And so often you'll see really good Machamp players, they'll engage into a fight and then not participate in at all, just to make sure they get their Unite move for the next engagement or for the Rayquaza fight. So expecting to see, again, really good Machamp play doing those types of strategies.
Yeah, I'm expecting it. And I like the orange team. They got a couple of tanks. We got kind of 2 tanks on purple. So this might be kind of a scrappy game. Who do you think has the advantage here?
I do really like that purple team has an Eldegoss, so they do have a form of healing on their team. When you take a look at orange team, you have obviously two defenders, or two characters that can support your attackers in the back line. But when you think of Crustle, right, and Crustle can be really played in two different flavors: more of a kind of an assassin with X Scissor and high crit abilities, or more as a a traditional defender. And looking at Malzeno, again, that's Primo Skull's held item build. They have more of an attack-oriented Crustle. And it's hard to say it's an attack-oriented Crustles with those oven mitts on, but it's definitely more oriented to be an all-rounder or speedster rather than it being a traditional defender.
Yeah, well, if they have oven mitts on, I'm expecting them to pop open that oven and cook. But here we go, game number 1 of Crunchy Customs. And we got Wiggly and Eldegoss going to this top lane. We got Ribbon taking that jungle area. Bot side, we got Squirtle and Routes taken against the Sobble Trevenant. Top side, we're going to have Machamp maybe going for a stab, but instead they're going to try and grab this neutral contested farm. And they're going to scrap a little bit with this Eldegoss who's just A-pressing them. I'm not sure if Machamp's going to be able to get away. They almost get rolled out. And yeah, a big KO pretty early there by Jade.
Yeah, Gossifleur is pretty intimidating. It has really good A-press and unsuspecting damage. If you're not familiar with how Gossifleur and Eldegoss line works, every boosted auto that you get with the character kind of applies a similar effect to a red buff. So it applies a little bit of slow, and on top of the damage that you're able to do with the faster auto attack speed, it's very deceiving how fast this character can actually tear apart your HP bar.
Oh, I'm not deceived at all. That's my main squeeze, and ooh, it looks like Venusaur's trying to Giga Drain over onto the Squirtle. They use that Razor Leaf, get a little bit of the farm, but Trevenant might be going down. Ribbon uses that nice eject play into that boosted Dragon Breath, and they're not done here because we have an evolved Kirlia throwing those Psyshocks right onto the base.
Yeah, looks like a lot of that experience went over to the side of purple team. We do see already 2 level 6s on the side of that team as well. And so it looks like for the first engagement, the 850 Bs, at least a lot of the farm went over to the left side. As we do see Jade picking up a fun set. They're going to have the rollout Wigglytuff with the new Hollowware that was just released a couple days ago.
Oh, they're absolutely slaying that Captain Wiggly look. And yeah, we saw a bit of rollout Wiggly last week. We just saw some excellent plays. I believe it was Ender that was rolling out like Fred Durst, but they're going to be rolling out all the way up in this top path. Eldegoss is going to throw some more of those basic attacks into her, but looks like a lot of these mid Bs also end up going over to the purple side. They may have a little bit of a score deficit here, but levels, they're looking pretty strong for purple.
Yeah, levels are definitely looking really strong. They already have a Dragonite hitting that level 8 to get that Dragonite on the field as well. Trevenant is most likely going to be eating this Hyper Beam, and being sent back to the base. About 30 seconds left until the first set of objectives spawn, and right now, purple team looking really good.
Yeah, again, a little bit of a score deficit, but that's nothing to be too fearful of because this Dragonite's looking to do some damage into these birds, and Ribbon is going to say all gas, no brakes, and they're going to start throwing some of these big old Hyper Beams, chunks down that Crustle a bit, but not quite enough damage. And another note, we got a little bit of a Petal Giga Venusaur over on the side of orange.
Yeah, Petal Dance Giga Drain Venusaur has been really popping off, specifically for Luminosity. They've been really loving to play this kind of bulkier Venusaur build, and it did really well during the AOS Cup play-ins, and we're obviously going to see it do really well here. Level 8 on the Venusaur, that is your level leader for Team Purple, for Team Orange, and we do have 1 Unite move, 2 Unite moves available on the field. Take a look at this. Wigglytuff is one of your experienced leaders of the lead. Registeel already brought down to 50%. There is a snipe shot on the field. It might actually get reset here, and the objective secure going over to the Gardevoir. Hyper Beam just a little bit early. Draco Impact coming into the backline. Crustle trying to make their way over to the right side. It is going to be taken down, and it looks like purple team getting the first objective and also this first tier goal zone as well.
Wow, yeah, what a play there. Yeah, a little bit early on the Hyper Beam, but no problem because Gardevoir was there to help clean that up. And like you said, Wiggly is what was for a minute there the highest level on the map, but Dragonite has closely ticked into 10. And purple's looking really strong here. A nice, pretty decent size overcap on that bottom side. adding a couple extra points is that Blastoise 160 to 47 at this 550 mark. 550 birds are going to be up. Inteleon is going to try to go into the Blastoise, but nice rollout into a Hydro Typhoon, and Cowabummer, this Inteleon is down.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of experience going over to the left side as well. That's level 9 and level 10 on your kind of traditional defender and your pseudo defender with that Wigglytuff Fairy Singularity coming out of here. Looks like it's not going to hit anybody, not a single target on that Unite move. Venusaur is going to go down, unfortunately. Machamp or Machoke is on this Gardevoir. Can they get the KO here? No! Gardevoir able to survive that engagement, and another good chunk of experience going over to the left side again.
Wow, that Gardevoir said, call an ambulance, but not for me. It looked like Machamp had him dead to rights and just turns around with that nice Psyshock perfectly placed. And Purple's going to be in a nice position here to maybe take this off the map. That's exactly what Ribbon does. Sees the opportunity, rips it. Now he's going to Draco Impact into that back line. Going to get maybe a pick off here on this Venusaur. Venusaur does go down. Azure Spy Vision is popped, so maybe, just maybe, this Inteleon could get a little bit of something, but a nice rollout combo. Misses on the Dazzling Gleam, but this Inteleon's looking to snipe shot into this Wiggly, but damage is done. Purple has gotten added on to their score lead.
Yeah, Inteleon going for a 4 KO streak for themselves. One thing I wanted to pay attention to, though, they kind of traded 2 KOs for that top T1 goal zone, trying to defend it from that Regieleki. But one thing to take note of is that the points on that goal zone was only at 19. So one thing to pay attention to is that if a Regieleki is walking to either your first or second tier goal zone, nice snipe shot finding its way onto the Gardevoir, but allowing the Regieleki to go into those T1s or T2s without losing any characters is really optimal for that position.
And you just saw that big rollout there. They just walked right into that death trap and gets a KO on Trevenant. Does Dragonite. Dragonite gets a second with that Inteleon after some of those huge stuns. Dragonite might be in trouble here. Might be able to get away with some nicely placed Dragon Dances, but Verdant Anger does find that backline. Holy cow, a huge Fairy Singularity stuns the team, and we're going to have a few KOs here. Another one, maybe Trevenant's going to go down, but Trevenant's going to live on 1 HP in a dream, but gets a couple of hands on there with those wood hammers. Draco.
Yeah, huge scrap in that tier 2 goal zone. I'm not really liking the macro play for Team Purple there. They had a pretty confident lead. Level 13 on the Dragonite does go down. I don't remember who got the KO and was rewarded all of that experience, but I mean, looking at the experience now, all level 11s except for the level 13 on the Dragonite, and Team Orange looking real good here going to the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, you saw a huge amount of comeback XP, and as a snipe shot finds that Blastoise goes down. We're just having Purple hemorrhage a ton of XP here. Like you said, just they keep falling and falling and falling while they do have a score lead. Those levels are starting to catch up for Orange, and it's just a matter of time until they take that level lead advantage into some points.
Yeah, going into 30 seconds left before the final stretch. A pretty confident lead by Team Purple. This is about 135 points, I believe. 130 points to be exact between the two teams. And right now there is one more Regieleki on the top tier 1 goals, or in the top lane. And let's see if any of these teams decides to go for it.
Yeah, I think they're probably gonna hold off. I think Gardevoir probably needs a little bit of a reset before this fight. Oh wow, yeah, these snipe shots are definitely gonna find the mark. Definitely something to be paying attention to as that Inteleon does hit their power spike of level 13. This might be a problem for Purple if Orange decides to do a little bit of an engage here. Wiggly is looking to find somebody to trap within those rollouts. Towards this bot side. There goes Wiggly. Yeah, finds a couple of people, but yeah, Dragonite also going to be getting stunned by this Woodhammer Draco.
Yeah, big engagement here. Hydro Typhoon kicks up 2 characters. Verdant Anger finds its way into the pileup as well. First blood going over to Team Purple. Venusaur is down in this engagement. Snipe shots are coming from the bottom lane. Wigglytuff unfortunately going down. Second blood for Team Purple is able to get that Crustle off of the field as well. We might go for a re-engagement here, but of course in favor of Team Purple as they do have the lead. Blastoise does go down. That means both of their front lines are down at this moment. Orange team, though, has to push the tempo, have to make a decision on what to do here.
Yeah, I think that decision is going to be maybe going for this goal. We have Trevenant doing a little bit of a zoning here. Psyshocks do miss the mark, but Dragonite cleans them up with a nice KO on the Trevenant. Oh, and we have Inteleon might be getting caught out of position. It's going to be a 3-on-1, and it might be a matter of time, but nice use of Fellstinger to kind of zone in and out. But it looks like this Rayquaza is going to start to get ripped by this Venusaur who's pedal dancing on in here. Blastoise does suss it out. Wigglytuff is now here looking to maybe use a little bit of a Dazzling Gleam, and that kind of stalls that out, but here we go. Dragonite looking to get maybe a 50 bomber in that top path. Might get stopped by Trevenant, but oh, a nice play by Trevenant to get that stop. But someone's gonna have to maybe make a play to get a goal or on Ray if you're orange here.
Yeah, 20 points left. Unfortunately, they're not able to pivot on that T1 goal zone, as well as the Rayquaza as well. And with 10 seconds left, it looks like Team Purple is going to be your winner for game number 1.
Yeah, a couple really strong positional plays there by Purple. Specifically being able to guard some of those goals and sussing out the Trevenant and the Inteleon who are trying to peel away. You saw it early in that fight. We saw Orange score a pretty big chunk on that bottom goal to put them within 100. So really all they needed was another one of those hundreds, and that could have been it. But Gardevoir was able to suss that out.
Yeah, obviously one of the difficulties of running custom lobbies like this is potentially the teams aren't communicating with each other, right? These are players who may have played with one or two of their, team members during these times, but it's all random. It's when they join the list, and trying to make a decision on whether to go for the Rayquaza or maybe go for a push on through the tier 1s is, it's hard to communicate, especially if you're not in a VC with each other.
Yeah, but there is a VC in the Planticorn Playground if people are looking to do it. There are the gaming 1s and 2s lobbies if people are interested.
Yeah. Exactly. But a couple of shout outs here. Ribbons, you're doing a very fantastic job with the Dragonite. Dragonite is one of those characters that's not played very often in NA and in EU, the Western teams, but it's really played a lot in the Asia Championship League, and a lot of the Asian teams like to play that Dragonite. And when you think about it, it still has the value that it had in year 1. It's one of the best securing tools in the game. It's also ranged as well. It's just a little bit outclassed by, say, something like a Red Bear, that's a red or a dark Urshifu, or a Leafeon with Solar Blade, but it's still a very good option.
Yeah, really good option. Like you said, I saw a lot of that watching some of the Asian Champions League, and you saw it there a couple of times. Like when that Hyper Beam is fully stacked with those Dragon Dance stacks, that could do a massive amount of damage. I mean, I think one of them almost chunked it, maybe a fifth of that objective's HP. So that's a huge tool to have in the back pocket.
All right, good job to the first set of players. Again, if you guys want to communicate with each other, head on over to the Planticorn. I believe it was the Playground, the server Discord. See if you want to communicate with your team as you're playing through these custom. It's also just a really great place to be. But we are going to get our next set of players in here. So, Nanera, it's all you.
All right. So, amusingly enough, we have a Draku in this queue.
No.
What?
Not me. I think Nanera was actually going to take my spot. I think that was the agreement that we had, right? I'll join the queue for you since you're managing the queue. So.
All right, so we did move one person around, and for that, we're getting people in groups together. So if you do have a special request, we will try to accommodate it as much as possible. But for this lobby, we have Mitchelot, Omega, Liko, Panini Lini, Glide Borealis, Ginger with Envy, Deja Vu D, Rex is Hot, 2 Pina Coladas, and Ender Glaze.
Oh wait, Attica was going to take my spot. That's who I was talking about. Yeah, she DM'd me that she wasn't going to be able to make it onto the viewer list in time, so she asked me to hold her place for her. So it's actually going to be Attica is playing for me, in my position.
Classic. So of the last game, who's on your list so far?
I'm sorry, say it again.
So who's on your list so far? Obviously, we had Ribbon rocking that Dragonite, but is that who you're thinking so far? MVP of game number 1?
That's my MVP of game number 1. If I want to give some honorable mentions, I want to give another one to the Wigglytuff that was in the last game as well. Wigglytuff, it has a soft spot in my heart. I actually played a lot of Rollout Wiggly in year 1, so I believe it was Jade that was on the Wigglytuff, so that is an honorable mention too.
Love that. I'm excited to see this next game. And Ender is another rollout Wiggly stand, so we might see another rollout Wiggly in this match.
Yeah, lots of a couple players here have already had the opportunity to either play with or cast. I saw Pina have one of the big moments in the Underdunk tourney last week. Liko, I play a lot with them on my channel. I played a little bit with Mitch as well, and with Glide. I was playing with Glide yesterday, and so it's cool to see the community really show out to these events.
Yeah, this has been fun. You get a lot of variety of people from different parts, and it's really fun to see some people maybe even play different roles than what you normally see them play on ladder, or really just come and play and pop off. Like you get a lot of very interesting comps too. I think one of the matches in one of week 1, we saw like a Sableye ban.
Yeah,
nothing's off the table in these customs.
Yeah, I mean, you get the target bans potentially, but you also get some really fun drafts as well. You don't normally see Decidueye first pick. Inteleon is pretty commonly picked first as well because it's one of the best attackers in the game. But you also kind of juggle between playing towards the team composition, but also just playing characters that you want to show out with. And so I know that Glide loves to play Decidueye. I know that Liko loves to play this Inteleon. And you get that kind of balance between the two, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we got the CEO of Play Mew, You Coward, on the Mew, and I'm excited to see. I don't know if you've gotten the chance to see Pina's Mew, but it's something to behold. What do we have over on left side going on?
Yeah, we have they're gonna need to find some damage in one of these pink I wouldn't say blobs, all of them aren't blobs, but Comfy obviously isn't a blob, but there are 4 EXP shares on the side of Team Purple, and there looks like Panini is gonna swap over to a more offensive Slowbro, but this is a Protect the President if I've seen one before. And I play a lot of Decidueye.
Yeah, they're trying to keep that Decidueye hot. He's got the bulletproof vest of Comfy. He's probably got some sort of maybe a rollout security. Yeah, this is very much protect it at all costs. I imagine it's gonna go snipe shot, but in the Protect the President, I'm sure you've done this a couple of times, being that Decidueye main. I tend to like Razor Leaf when you have such a tanky front line and kind of in this protector team comp.
Yeah, I mean, either one of those can actually do really well here. Razor Leaf into an Umbreon and Mr. Mime and Azumarill can do really well. Just one thing you have to be concerned of is the range from Inteleon and Mew. Maybe Inteleon not so much because Snipe Shot itself as an ability doesn't pierce and maybe can't get to the Decidueye that's using a Razor Leaf, but the Mew can definitely output a ton of damage with that Solar Beam. It's one of the abilities that was nerfed pretty significantly for this character, but still something you got to worry about.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the things that I'd be worried about if I was the Decidueye. Anytime I see something that can outrange me, it's kind of a scary proposition, especially if you're away from our tanks. So definitely got to be a little bit careful, but it seems like all of the 4 other than the Decidueye are ready to protect them at all costs. But here we go. So we got a lot of pink blobs going to all sorts of different lanes. Got Comfy Blissey on this bottom path, Wiggly Slowbro on that top path. For the orange side, we're going to have Inteleon take that central area, Azumarill and Umbreon are going to try to maybe get some early stacks in.
Yeah, take a look at what's happening over in the jungle of this Inteleon or this Sobble. It might be a little sad if they lose a buff to this Jigglypuff. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Looks like both buffs going over to Liko, but they might be KO'd here, forced to use that eject button to that tier 2 goal zone, so they have to play a little bit more conservatively at the 850 mark. But take a look at this. The pink blobs are coming in like the Fire Nation, invading the right side of the map, and the only one that's going to be taken down here potentially is this Umbreon. Is able to get away, but the focus band has been procced.
Wow, yeah, they are going full send into the enemy jungle, and it looks like we might get a little bit of a KO. We do. A little bit of trading KOs there. 2 KOs for Inteleon, and Orange team holds strong, and I don't necessarily mind that play by Purple. They wasted a lot of time and resources for Orange.
Yeah, let's see where the experience actually went to. The Slowbro in the top side is already level 5. They might be taken down here. The Decidueye is not able to hit level 6 just yet, but I'm not sure if they're able to get any stacks in the early game. Slowbro looking real beefy though. Level 5 that is matching the jungler on the opposite side.
Ooh, wow, yeah, gonna be really close there. Yeah, that Slowbro's absolutely doing some damage right now. You saw it there. I don't think Azumarill or Umbreon were ready for the amount of damage that was about to proc. They almost both go down. And meanwhile, bottom side, we have Pina and Mr. Mike just hanging out, causing some havoc, using some beams to get these last secures, because Blissey and Comfy are just kind of stuck there on that level 5.
Yeah, looks like Team Orange able to make all of the Swablu's and the Altaria disappear in that hat the Inteleon is wearing. Mr. Mime is not clowning around here, trying to grab the other top hat wearing character. Is going to retreat back to the left side, and Mr. Mime heading to the bottom side. Mew is going to be able to grab a small score of 6, and they're going to trade some scores over to the right side as well. Blissey, not sure if they're stacking. Electro Ball going to be able to get the KO there. Nice snipe shot. It's the Comfey, not that it matters too much, most likely going down. Anyway, 4 characters down. Strong presence for Team Orange in the bottom lane.
Yeah, those snipe shots did not miss a beat. Those are right on point, and Decidueye is actually looking to take some of the enemy jungle and going to be able to probably take this red buff right away from the Orange team. And bot side, it's looking pretty rough there for Purple because that first tier goes down. We have some objectives up. Azure Spy Vision goes online, gets a KO on Wiggly. That in this Blissey might be next. Gets a KO on that Comfy as well. They're gonna be. This is gonna be rough. Is that a triple? Maybe a penta incoming, but it doesn't look like there's gonna be enough time. But Orange is absolutely just bullying the second tier goal.
Yeah, one of the things with Protect the President compositions is that in order for it to work, you kind of need your entire team to be in one place. The Decidueye was walking down from the central area, got KO'd there, leaving the only ones on that bottom lane, the Blissey, the Wigglytuff, and the Comfey. You can stay alive for as long as you want, but if you're not actually damaging the enemy team, you're not really making any forward movement. Reggie Ice already brought down to 25%, and they can't really find an angle here. Decidueye going, sorry, not Decidueye, Umbreon going down in that engagement. Wigglytuff's trying to stay alive for as long as they can. A belly bash going into this pileup, not getting those critical hits that Azumarill is really known for, but it looks like the pileup is going to be going in the way of Team Orange.
Yeah, oh, and we have poor little Flowers all by their lonesome, gets beamed straight to the face and sent to that Pokemon Center. It's a triple KO over to the side of Orange, and they're not done. There's no jump pad, so I think they're going to want to continue bullying, and that's exactly what Pina is. She's DTB down to bully this second tier goal, and Purple is making a pretty good stand, obviously very tanky, but it's showtime, says Mr. Mike, who's just doing a ton of stunts into that second tier goal, and these KOs keep flying, and another Azure Spy Vision is out. We have another double KO from this Inteleon, make it a triple.
Yeah, I mean, the other team is Protect the President, but this Inteleon is feeling well protected on its own. Huge break on this tier 2 goal zone. They blow this lead wide open, 237-24 over a 200-point lead. This is a 213-point lead on the side of Team Orange, and Team Purple, they got to get protecting this President just a little bit better because they are faltering at the heels, Kyle.
Tricky, that's way too accurate of math for almost 10 o'clock on a Wednesday night. I'm gonna need you to tone those skills back just a little bit. But here we go. Flowery Fields Forever is gonna start some of this healing for the purple team because they're gonna need it if they want to make this defensive stand on this goal. Down to 26. Mew is doing some solar beams into the entire team, and we have 3 make it 4, and it's just a matter of time before this Blissey comes and finds the same fate because it's 297 to 35 at this 420 mark, and that tier 1 just got blazed by Orange Team.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the team composition of Team Orange, they have a lot of tools to break through this wall that Team Purple has put together. Mr. Mime Showtime is just a devastating Unite move that can just walk through the front line completely. They're going to try to push on this tier 2 goal zone. They still have plenty of time left before the final stretch, and Reggie Alecki inches away from this tier 2 goal zone. Looks like they do have enough points to break this goal zone if they decide to do so, and unfortunately the Presidents cannot hold on here. Tier 2 is also going down in the top lane.
If we're playing Protect the President, then this Inteleon is enemy number 1 because I don't even know exactly how many KOs, but every time I look up, I see another triple or quadra KO for them. And they might be looking like the President now, but it's showtime again. And Mr. Mime doing a ton of damage into the backline, looking to single out this Mime, but a nice Leaf Storm does push him away, allows the supporters to kind of protect and kind of gain a little bit more traction to maybe hold off this final push before this 1 minute until this Rayquaza shows up.
Yeah, I do really like the option of going with the Leaf Storm instead of the Shadow Seek to potentially push away a Mr. Mime that's made it into the backline. Surf onto the Decidueye is being protected by both the Blissey and the Comfey here. And let's see if the Azumarill is going to be able to get away. They should be able to get away, but they're going to take a Blissey out. The Comfey is going to be a 2-for-1 meal in this bottom lane, and trying to make some room here is Team Purple. But look at this, almost a 400-point lead, Kyle. What could they do? 30 seconds left before the final stretch. They need to score some points here because this is becoming an insurmountable lead by Team Orange.
Yeah, they're going to need to get a pick off here. And as I say that, Decidueye goes down. That's your main damage dealer. This is going to be really rough if they don't have that Decidueye online for this fight. But Reggie Rock, I believe is what that was, is going to be taken by Orange Team just in time with that snipe shot, and it's 408 to 35. Rayquaza is on the map. Orange Team is in position. They don't need this Rayquaza. They just need to hold true.
Yeah, like I was saying, almost a 400-point lead by Team Orange. Trying to get something going here. Snipe shot's coming out. It's level 14. So even if you're not able to hit that Decidueye, they're going to be doing massive amounts of damage. The Azure Spy Vision has one goal: get to the back line, find that Decidueye. The snipe shot heard around the world finds its way onto the Decidueye, and that is an ace for Team Orange. Team Purple, unfortunately, just does not have enough damage to stay alive, and Rayquaza going over to the right side with ease. Kyle.
Oh, yeah, that knock-knock unite. No one was home for that, and it just gave away some of the positioning when Orange just dove directly onto the Decidueye, and that was probably all she wrote. The Orange Team doesn't need to get some scores, but they're going to add some in just to, make sure that nothing can take away their lead that they got. But there's a minute left, and but when all said and done, that was quite the effort from Orange.
Yeah. Quite the effort indeed. We're crossing the point of no return as every single member of Team Purple needs to score 100 points to even get this lead close to parity. Yeah, this is now close to a 700-point lead. They would need to drop all of their pockets, whatever is in them, into the right side, and some more onto the main goal zone of Team Orange. And unfortunately, the white flag for Team Purple is going to be going out.
Yeah, this is all but formalities here as another 4 members of Purple go down, make it 5, maybe if this Slowbro goes down, but Blissey's back, and 10, 9, 8, and yeah. Who you taking for Envy? We got a dance party going on here.
Love the dance party. Love the friendly sportsmanship even after a win or a loss like that at the very end. In terms of MVP, I'm gonna go for kind of a different route here. Obviously, Liko on the Inteleon did a fantastic job. Those snipe shots hitting true, even towards the end, getting that KO on the Decidueye, kind of through the thicket of Team Purple. I do really like the engagement specifically by the Mr. Mime. If we can go to the details really quickly, I want to see how many assists there are specifically. Head on over to the details tab. So back out and then over to the left bumper, so we can see. I mean, take a look at that. 26. Look at all of the assists on the side of Team Orange. 28 assists from Pina, 26 assists from the Mr. Mime, 22 assists from Ginger on their Umbreon. Liko, you need some more assists, clearly, with your Felt Stinger, maybe? I don't even know how Inteleon gets an assist with those abilities.
Yeah, I mean you saw those snipe shots. Not very many times where they weren't the one getting the actual KO, because those things were hitting hard.
Yeah, Liko assists the team by KOing the other team. That is their assist.
Wow. Yeah, I mean not bad damage numbers from Purple side. I mean, it's still 70k from the Decidueye, and that's still a lot of damage. Just couldn't get anything going there.
Yeah, I would say if you're gonna run a Protect the President composition, you can still run a lot of defenders and supporters, but you have to make sure that some of those defenders / supporters are, I guess, kind of flexing to be attackers as well. So something like a Blastoise would have gone really well with their team. I think Wigglytuff is a perfect option as well, but you can also pick up a Mr. Mime too. Obviously, the other team picked up that Mr. Mime, but they need to flex in order to fill the things that you're lacking on your team to make up for that damage.
Yeah, the Protect the President is definitely fun to run though.
Mm-hmm.
So Purple. The rule of fun, I think they did okay there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for that MVP, of course, I'm going to put down Liko for their work on the Inteleon. I mean, 23 KOs is no easy feat as well. But we're also going to put up, for support, the Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mike. Yeah, those walls were pretty... They're well placed. They definitely didn't miss the mark. I mean, you saw 90k damage from a Mime, and that's a lot. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So some other characters that I think could have done really well for Team Purple. Already talked about Blastoise, talked about Mr. Mime. Let's see. Let's think about some other defenders, supporters that can also kind of fill those roles of the damage. Trevenant also can play really well with specifically a Razor Leaf Decidueye. I think this team composition could have done really well with Razor Leaf Decidueye because of how much bulk they had on their team. What they would need to adjust, though, is that instead of having a Slowbro, maybe having a Trevenant or adding the Trevenant instead of a Wigglytuff would have synergized really well. If you're not familiar with how Trevenant's Unite move works, anything that you hit with its Unite moves applies a mark to it. And then anything that is that's hitting that marked target, any auto attack damage, for example, from Razor Leaf, it does increase damage. So you can see in tandem the synergies between those two. That's why when teams play Dragapult, for example, quite often it's defended by a Trevenant because of those synergies with auto attackers.
Yeah, it's and I thought I remember seeing a tweet from you earlier about some potential changes that might be coming to those types of moves. Or did I read that wrong? Yeah,
well, El Chico Eevee posted a couple of things about how Muscle Bend and Scope Lens is going to be changing how it activates relative to auto attackers that have multi-hitting auto attacks. So think about Charizard, the Rowlet line when it gets those boosted auto stacks. Squirtle and Blastoise for its boosted auto. It adds it's a couple of auto attacks. Same thing with Lapras. We can talk about that a little bit later, but essentially it is a nerf to those characters, not directly, but a nerf to an item that they use that nerfs them kind of in an indirect way. But we're going to go ahead and grab the next group of players. So, Nanera, all them out.
All right, we got Mind Hacks, It's Taco, Lovecraftian Reaper, Security, Kingslayer, Jade, Gimme Tanks, I'm Lovey, Ribbon Chew, and Hydrex.
Security, is he actually going to play this time?
Oh my god, Taco and Security in the same lobby. Also, just a reminder for those of you who are just joining us, Draku is looking for an overall MVP tonight who's going to win a $20 Nintendo eShop gift card courtesy of Pandacorn Gaming. So, bring the A game, fam.
Yeah. I'm noting down some notes.
Who is Feast of Fae?
Writing down some notes. Yeah, so
I think
the
that's
first
Okay.
so for the first lobby that Security missed, I messaged him and I yelled at him.
Security said he couldn't. What?
Security says he was afraid of who was in that first lobby? Afraid of Ribbon. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Ribbon's
honestly,
in this
fair.
one too?
Oh wait, Ribbon's in
Yeah,
this one
honestly,
too.
All right, so it's
Yeah,
going
I
to
would
be
be
a
too.
second call for Security. And
He's in my. He is in my DMs right now.
and Hydrex. Well, tell him to get his ass in this lobby.
All right. So some familiar members here. Okay, Security says he is busy. Go ahead and skip him.
Rip. Squirrel.
Once again, afraid of Ribbon Chew. Hear that, Ribbon? You have scared off Security. That is the story we're gonna go with.
I mean, you saw Ribbon take over as Dragonite in that first game, so might not be a bad idea to just kind of dodge it. Looking to dodge some cues. Like
Final
rank
call for
all right there.
Hydrex.
Steve, my cat says Scaredy, not security. Oh man.
Rip. All right.
Security
moving
just doesn't want to
Hydrex.
catch these soft, fluffy paws.
Vision, get your butt in here.
Give me tanks or give me death. Fixed Gradient. Love it. Seeing some familiar names here. I haven't been able to cast Taco in a while. It's been a couple of months.
I'm looking directly at this top team because I see a lot of really strong players. It's gonna give oh, we got some changes now. Got some changes. It looks like they're just kind of swapping in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Ribbon and Taco on the same team. This is gonna be interesting.
So, I want to hear your opinion. What is your opinion on the last picked player on Team Purple? Do you agree with the statement in a positive and or negative way? Fixed Gradient.
I don't want Squirrel to come after me. So I'll just say maybe.
My family has been threatened by Squirrel,
yeah.
so I will talk positively about Gradient.
I've seen that Rick and Morty episode. Squirrels are scary. I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. It's like of the defenders right now, it seems like it's kind of in a worse spot than the other defenders. But first pick Metagross. I like that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I think a lot of defenders do too much damage for how much like CC they do.
I agree too. I mean, the defender category as a whole is kind of flexing to be an all-rounder role rather than like an extension of an all-rounder role rather than being a traditional defender. When you think of like traditional defenders, I think of like Mamoswine or Snorlax or maybe even like a specific set of Umbreon. But for a lot of the other ones, like Lapras, Blastoise, they do way too much damage for their role, and so it's difficult to say where Green is because it doesn't really fit into the picture of what a true defender is. Not really as a true defender or that flex to an all-rounder role. It's more of a harasser if anything.
Yeah, I feel like Unite might need like just like a harasser, and maybe that's probably poor taste to say that's what you need in a category, but like that pest category of like throw like Sableye, throw the Greedent in this like alternate category of things that don't quite fit a single role.
Yeah. And it's tough to say as well for Sableye, because what do you consider like support per se, right? When you think of like a support, at least for the cast of supporters right now, it's like the traditional healing role is like what the supporter category is. And so there are a ton of different types of support you can apply to your team. I hosted a nice discussion post on Twitter about what support actually means. It's not just healing. There's a lot of other kind of subcategories within the support category to help your team in different ways.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's kind of what I'm hoping for. As a support main right now, it's just you're not eating well as a support main. Not a whole lot of new things.
Yeah,
like I don't necessarily need healing, but there's a lot of different ways, like you said, that you can create a character that can support a team. Whether it's maybe like a specific anti-healer, or maybe it's something that like you cast a spell and it lowers defense, or There's so many different ways that you can support the team. That's not necessarily just, I'm going to give you this egg in this trying time and heal you.
All right, let's take a look at these two teams. Some interesting stuff. I do like to see a Charizard from Mindhacks on the side of Team Purple. It's going to be an interesting pick. It can be very devastating if it does get a level lead. I'm not sure exactly where they're going to place it here. There is going to be a pause. And it looks like we do have a crash, so we'll just make sure that person gets back into the game. Gives us some time to talk about these teams, though. So Charizard, really interesting pick. It's the worst Kanto starter of the three, unfortunately. And I believe on the other side, we also saw a Garchomp as well. What do you think about that, Kyle?
We saw Charizard in the Underdunk. We saw a couple of games. I believe it was Q is too short playing Charizard in a few games, and I think the first one, if I recall correctly, they absolutely cooked on it. Got off to a really strong level lead, and then just kind of snowballed. So I think Charizard definitely has some play. But the key is really going to be keeping up on your levels. If you can continue having a really strong level lead, take it into the jungle, and kind of keep up with those levels, then you're going to be able to kind of snowball. It's so quick at farming. So as long as you're able to do that, it seems like it's viable. But if you fall behind, it's really tough to come back.
Yeah, the Jade, unfortunately, is going to tackle directly into a wall. Walls are the best form of CC in the game. It's always there, all the time. Heading over onto the right side, though, they're going to be invading this Rowlet. I believe that's Taco on the Rowlet in this top lane. Kind of a scrap on this T1 goal zone. The Charmander, unfortunately, going over to the left side, grabbing a Citrus Berry early, but trying to apply some pressure in this early game. This Gibble is going to be back to this Tier 1 goal zone. Can Ribbon get away here? Should be able to get away. One of the things that always surprised me is the early game pressure that Gibble is able to apply, as we do see the Snorlax going down, really taking advantage of that EXP share. It's not really going to be behind too much, but they did do their job. Dartrix on the field, heading up to the top path, Kyle.
Yeah, just a little bit of time wasted there on the Dartrix. Like you said, no harm, no foul. It still gets its evolve, but we got 850 birds on the map. We got some Screamion going in there. Routes evolves into Kirlia. So Orange team actually looking pretty strong here in the early on. And here we go. We have some damage being done by this Metagross, but it's actually Metagross that is KO'd by that Dartrix. And I think this little Glossiflower, that might be the little toaster that could, but definitely a little toaster that couldn't, because they are going down and back to that Pokemon Center.
Goodbye here, really limit testing with this HP bar. It does, of course, have that Clefable, one of the best, if not the best, current supporter in the game. The Matang is also going to go for it's going to head into the jungle, back into its jungle before heading back to the top path. And Jade, once again in the jungle, going to take a nap in this tall grass to prevent the Dartrix from auto-attacking it, because it loses that vision. Taco already forced to use that eject button, and Jade just being a really good harasser in the jungle.
Wow, maybe add that to the category. But oh, here comes the Psyshock. Nice use of the mini map to see exactly where that Snorlax was. Kirlia does take that red buff back, but it's purple that's pushing this tier 1 goal. Clefable goes down. It might be this Gabite that goes down next, but a nice use of Dragon Rush and gets out of dodge there, at least for the time being, before these 720 birds.
Yeah, lots of scrapping going on in this next game. I love to see it. Matang right now at level 7. Unfortunately, Gabite is the one that bites the dust in the top lane, sent back to their Pokeball. Taco already level 7, looking really good. I'm not sure if they are stacking with their character, but with only 15 points scored among their team, I'm assuming they weren't able to get any stacks off in this earlier quarter of the game. It's going to peel off, grab that red buff before re-engaging in the either top or bottom path, but Charizard, Clefable, going to be able to make a push on that tier 1, scores a 30 and another 30 as well. Not a Clefable, it was a Eldegoss in the top path.
Yeah, here we go. We got a Registeel in this Bob Pass, with both teams highly interested in grabbing this objective. Matang is kind of living a little dangerous here. Comes and tries to engage in this fight half health, but it's Screamion that does some damage into that Gardevoir. We got to secure it. It's going to go over to that Blastoise of all things.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an iffy secure with the Decidueye. Not so much of the secure itself, but not really sure if the Registeel was going to walk back to where it spawns or start to reset. So I can see the kind of difficulty with going with that secure, because it's just not sure if it actually is going to take that walk. But nonetheless, they do win this bottom path. Decidueye goes for a larger score. Got to be really careful here. Snorlax trying to make some room for their team. Garchomp also on the field as well with that Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw combo. Orange team looking real healthy with this Clefable holding on to this tier 1, and they're going to be pushing them back. Charizard is going to go down along with the Snorlax as well. Uh-oh, here comes the Unite move from the Metagross, able to lock down the Decidueye, and they might have overstayed their welcome, Kyle, if they continue to push on this T1. The Gardevoir goes for a score of 21 as well. Metagross is about to bite the dust as well, and it looks like the offense for Team Orange is looking really strong. Another 5 points on the goal zone, but with the Charizard Unite move, that's going to extinguish the push from Orange.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put out this fire, because this Troughdar is burninating the city and the countryside. But wow, a huge KO by this Psyshock on Gardevoir. Snorlax able to send some people to a little bit of a dream here, but 3 members down here still pushing for the orange side. Decidueye, I think, gets another stack and leaves that goal on 1. And Snorlax is just doing their best to just do exactly what you want out of your defender and stall and hold this goal as much as possible. And I think this Eldegoss is going to go down. Charizard's going to continue trying to farm here, and Snorlax is, again, going to do their best.
Yeah, Jay's doing a fantastic job defending that tier 1 goal zone. They're going to get a score of 40 on that tier 1. Decidueye is going to try to score on the tier 2 as well. Eldegoss is going to be there, but not until this Regieleki walks to this tier 1 goal zone. Unfortunately, Charizard unable to hold on, gets KO'd by the opposing team's Kanto starter, with the credit going over to the Gardevoir. Now Gardevoir is your level leader of the game, along with that Garchomp. That's definitely a really good look for Team Orange, having both of your laners being the highest level on your team.
Oh, and that's actually a big catch there by that Sylveon, getting that Decidueye, and Garchomp is doing exactly what you want, and here we go. Livid Outrage going to be getting another KO onto that Metagross, and this Sylveon's going to have to be very careful, and I say that as they get KO'd. That's the victim number 3 for that Garchomp, who now has that pocket Clefable and is just going to back up. But here on the side, Charizard's actually, I think they popped their Unite move a little bit into that orange side team, and I don't think they realized that Garchomp was coming back with the Clefable. They get KO'd, and this Registeel is going to be in good position for this orange team to grab it and take it off the map.
Yeah, this should be an easy confirm for this Decidueye. Compute and can destroy is going to lock down this bottom path, but somehow Screamion able to get the confirmation on the Registeel, but not before Taco gets a 2-piece collateral on 2 characters on the side of Team Purple. And so you thought it was your level not your level leader for the team, is catching up to that Garchomp and that Gardevoir. Unite moves just about ready for the Decidueye as well. And right now, in terms of the levels, Team Purple is faltering at the heels currently. They might lose 2 characters here to the Garchomp, handing over even more experience to this dragon.
Yeah, that was mighty close, but the lifesteal from Garchomp is
Oh my
a little
gosh.
bit too hot to handle for that Charizard. Garchomp takes into level 14. If they would have gone down, that would have been a really nice chunk of XP over to Charizard, but unfortunately not enough firepower on that Firebird. And holy cow, we got another Lecky here at the 227 mark that might be going over to the side of Orange. It does. It's the Gardevoir that gets the confirmation. Decidueye picks up the KO on Snorlax, and Orange team's sitting pretty here with 20 seconds until this Rayquaza.
Yeah, it's not a significant lead by Team Orange, but the lead is not so much in the points, but the lead is definitely in the experience. Level 14 on both the Garchomp and the Gardevoir. Decidueye is just hitting level 13, and in terms of their team composition, it's really difficult to get through this front line when the front line is as oppressive as Team Orange is. That Garchomp and that Blastoise is very, very difficult to break through, especially when it's supported by one of, if not the best supporter in the game with that Clefable. The question here is, where can we get the Unite move coming out of the Charizard? Charizard does get taken down by the Garchomp. It is Year of the Dragon if this Charizard forgot about it. And 2 characters already down. Unite move from the Metagross is just not enough. Knock Knock is going to knock down, more like slam the door in front of Team Purple's face. And 3 characters down on the side of Team Purple. Orange team doesn't have to take this Rayquaza, but if they want to, they have all the resources to do so.
Yeah, that knock knock came through like an FBI agent on your doorstep, and that's not exactly who you want knocking on your front door. But here we go, 237, 107, 1 minute left, and Orange team is going to look to maybe get a pick off of this Eldegoss. They think twice of it, and still gets a nice Spirit Shackle on it, but Purple's going to have to re-engage here.
Oh.
And Eldegoss, this Cotton Puff has some allergies to give out this Decidueye, and holy cow, we got a huge pick off there. It's still 4-on-4, so Purple's going to have a little bit of a shot here. They might try to get another KO, but this Garchomp is not done yet.
Uh-oh, the Clefable does go down, though. Can they stay alive without, or can they stay alive without their supporting character? Rayquaza is still clean in the central area. Screamion and Jade on the Snorlax is trying to get some damage off, but unfortunately, just between the 2 of them, it's going to be very difficult. The Blastoise actually goes down as well, and Team Purple might have a real opportunity here. Jade right now trying to frontline this Gardevoir. 10 seconds left. Decidueye, I believe, was the secure from there, and a shot for all the way from right field. This is like maybe one of the casting moments I've had before with Taco, but I believe it was Taco that secures the Rayquaza. Not that it matters, but there is a beautiful secure by one of my favorite characters.
Wow, that Spirit Shackle came from downtown, maybe even around the corner, because holy cow, I don't know if Purple would have been able to get their scores off in time, but even wow, that was something.
That was definitely something. So last year I held a tournament called the Protect the President tournament. Taco was able to get second place in that tournament in kind of a huge way. Taco was able to win outside of in the winners finals. They were able to make it back to the grand finals, but it needed to do so off of Taco getting a secure just like that in a very high tense situation. But kind of a difficult team to go up against if you are Team Purple. Like I was saying before, this team composition of Garchomp and Blastoise supported by Clefable, it's incredibly difficult to get through. 162k damage, almost 163,000 damage for this Garchomp. That is definitely going to be a player that I'm going to be putting on this list. If there's another player I want to put on this list as well, I'm going to be putting Jade on this list for their support with the Snorlax. Really optimal invades, really being a pester to Taco on the right side of the map, but also doing a fantastic job at defending their goal zones and getting the picks where they need.
Yeah, I thought Jade did a really good job of holding those points. I mean, you saw it there at that bottom part, basically 2-on-1ing or what or 1-on-2ing or 1-on-3ing at some times there, just trying to hold that point, using some nicely timed yawns to put everybody to sleep, then throwing that on with that heavy slam combo. Yeah, I mean that's exactly what you want your defender to do. Fortunately, just not enough defense on that side, and that guard chop was just so hard to deal with.
Yeah, if there was a character, and think about this when you, for those of you that play competitive, if you see a Clefable on the other team along with the defender, a really good character to bring on your team is a Venusaur. I think Venusaur is a very beautiful counter to really bulky frontline compositions that Clefable provides your team. And what kind of bursts through that? It's one of the most powerful AoE ranged moves in the game. That is the Solar Beam on top of a Verdant Anger. Those two abilities can really burst through really tanky front lines like those two.
Yeah, that was. I liked a Venusaur pick there. I think you're onto something. So maybe we end up seeing a Venusaur in this next game. It should be a good one. But on that note, Nanera, do we have a next 10? Sorry, I know you're in the middle of something.
You don't gotta call me out like that.
Wait, what are we in the middle of? I missed it. I'm not even looking over here. What are you doing? Are you eating? Do you have a snack? Man.
I have sushi and egg drop soup.
The fuck?
Oh, is that what
Everybody
you're
got
holding?
sushi but me.
I thought you were just like drinking water or something. I didn't know you were just like holding a whole tub of soup.
No, it's warm and I'm cold.
Oh my
The
god!
Midwest
So
does suck
big
this time of
apologies
year.
on my end, y'all. Lovecraft was asking for a reset because they had lag, and I did not see it till the end of the game. So that's on me, Lovecraft. I hope you will rejoin the queue. I'm so sorry, friend. Before we get into the next lobby, do either of my casters need a break?
I'm chilling.
I'm good right now.
Okay, no beverage
Thank you
goblins
for
today.
asking.
I mean, I'm a beverage goblin, but I still have 2 of my 3 beverages mostly full.
I'm almost out of coffee, so I'm like maybe a couple more sips away. I'm
The
chilling.
fact that Draku's drinking coffee at 7:17 p.m. though,
Hey,
honestly,
don't
like-
attack me like that, okay?
Whoa, no, I'm just saying, listen, I eat dinner at 4 p.m., okay? We are not the same.
Don't gotta call me out like that.
I envy you. Wasn't a call out. I envy you. If I drink caffeine past 4 p.m., I'm having panic attacks at 2 a.m. That's my lot in life. I love coffee, but it does not love me
Yes.
back.
And that's why we drink decaf.
Yes,
Occasionally.
soon, shortly. All right. Okay. Well, if the casters are good, the show moves on, and we are ready for the next 10.
All right, next up is going to be Primordial Skulls, Smash, Omega, Liko, Glide Borealis, Ginger with Envy, Deja Vu D, Rex is Hot, 2 Pina Coladas, and Ender Glaze.
No respect.
No
I think that's
respect.
Smash. I believe that's Smash. I recognize that avatar.
I'm pretty sure it's Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh yeah.
No, I can't hear it!
All right. This bottom team is looking real strong. Got Liko, they got Malzeno, Smash, and Pina on the team, but Buzzwole did a really fantastic job on supporting with the Mr. Mime, so expecting a big game from them here.
Yeah, on that opposite side now. We got a little bit of a swap. Pina going over wants that pocket buzz or pocket mime. I don't know if they're gonna go mime again, but
First pick Mime would be wild.
you know, I'm pro first pick mime here.
Mhm. Are we going to see the Machamp pick from Smash? No,
You know,
I know Smash was what was his phrase? Fear the Goro. That was his
Fear the Goro.
his catchphrase for a lot of year 2, I believe. In Unite.
And
Fear
are we
the
gonna
Goro.
get? Yeah, and we're gonna get the handshake.
Double
clef
Clefable bans. I want to see someone get target banned. Like someone just ban Machamp. Or
Here
someone
we
ban
go.
Inteleon for Liko. That would be a fun
I mean,
one.
wouldn't hate it. Here we go. We got first pick Mr. Mime, and then Liko's going right back, screaming towards that Inteleon. I don't think they could have picked that faster. Mew and Serena, a little bit of a Wigglytuff over on the orange side. I'm liking what they're cooking here.
Yeah, lots of comfort picks for both teams, as we already saw. Zero DMG damage Buzzwole do really well on the Mr. Mime. I do know that Omega, I also call them Omequa. They love it when I call them that. But Omega with these Serena is one of the best Serenas I've seen out there. Shout out to Steve My Cat, another really fantastic Serena player. Liko, we've already seen them play Inteleon really well. I do know that Malzano plays a lot of Metagross on the ladder as well. One of the first Metagross that I've had the opportunity of pocketing on my stream. So lots of comfort picks from both teams. Love to see it.
Yeah, overall, I mean, both teams are pretty well rounded. You have some support on both sides. You have maybe a little bit of healing. Depends on, I guess, on what Mr. Mime does. You got some range. You got double poke comp over on the left side, but you still have that Serena that might be able to dive in and do some damage. On the orange side, it's hard to go against Smash and Liko, seeing what they did on that first game, and obviously Smash going on Chandelure. I don't think I've ever had the pleasure of seeing him on the Shandy.
Yeah, Chandelure is kind of a tough matchup into Decidueye on the side of Chandelure. Chandelure has applies some really strong mid game or mid range pressure with either Overheat or Flamethrower, but it really falters to things that can outrange it, like Solar Beam Venusaur, Spirit Jackal Decidueye, Snipe Shot Inteleon, Mew with their Solar Beam as well. So excited or interested to see how Smash makes those types of adjustments. I mean, it can get almost unlimited resets off of a Slowbro that has very limited mobility with its Flamethrower, but in terms of avoiding some of these longer range, high damaging moves, it's going to be very difficult for the Chandelure to really get going if it's targeted down by the Decidueye.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see who's who. I'm looking at some of the Hollowware. I like some of the Hollowware choices that we had going on there. I thought I saw the new Wiggly skin on the side of orange. Ender rocking that, picking that up.
Pretty expensive Hollowares on both of these teams. If you said the Wiggly one is one of the most expensive one, I saw the Detective Mew in the bottom lane, also one of the more expensive ones as well. It's cool to see some of these Hollowares come out to play. I think that's a Liko on the Battle Pass Inteleon as well.
Oh yeah, here we go. And it has to use Slowbro does have to use that eject button up in the top half, but here on the bottom path, Mime is going to look for maybe a stack here. Does get it despite that Litwick's best efforts on trying to prevent it. Mime might be able to get another secure on that contested farm on the side of orange, and they're going to try to get another stack, and they do exactly that. That's some crucial stacks there early for Mr. Mime.
Yeah, Mr. Mime's going to get another one here. I mean, look at the early game pressure that this bottom lane applies just between the Mew and the Mr. Mime. Some really strong early game secure with that confusion and also with the Electro Ball and the boosted auto. It's just going to be very difficult for this Litwick and this Eevee/Umbreon to get something going when you have this really strong early game pressure. Omega going to try to defend this goal zone. Oh man, this Meteor Match is going to find the throw of this Steenie, unfortunately, going to be going down in the top path, not going to be able to be present for these 850 swabs that are on the field.
Yeah, and those all go over to the side of orange there in that top path. I mean, they're definitely trading some objectives there, or trading sides. You see bottom path, and they're just kind of snowballing down there. You still have a Litwick, you still have an Eevee instead of an Umbreon, so... overall, you just kind of have both teams trading some blows, and Pina doing some bullying of her own, and she might be able to get another beam on here. And if the Mr. Mime doesn't get it first, and they're gonna have to grab that berry. And oh, another nice confusion there keeps Liko away with that snipe shot.
Yeah, looks like the Swabs on the field in the middle of the map. Omega should be able to get this last hit secure, unless the snipe shot has something to say about it. Way over from right field is going to secure that Altaria. Nice solar beam is going to land on a couple of characters, but gets taken down. And Orange team looking real dominant here in the first quarter of the game. They're also going to full 5 rotate to this bottom path. They don't break it, but they really bring it down to a really low amount of energy. Perfect math on the side of Team Orange, bringing that down to 1 point of energy left on the goal zone.
Yeah, that's actually pretty huge. It's going to set them up for a nice overcap if they do choose to take it. If not, they're going to have full access to this farm. Oh, the Inteleon finds that backline of that Mew. That snipe shot was right on the money. And we still have a level 3 Slowpoke. So, right now, some of these members of Purple, it looks like they're trying to eat Ninera's soup with a fork, and it's not quite working because it's 137 to 82 at the 7-minute mark, and Regirock is probably going to be going over to the side of Orange.
Have you tried eating soup with a fork, Kyle? It's very difficult. I have tried. It's
not impossible, but it's very difficult, and that's exactly what's going on for Purple right now. They're trying to do anything that they can, and they're getting a little bit of damage here, but here comes the Thunderdome, and we got the blender. We got the rollout into the Thunderdome in game number 4. What is this?
We got a compute and destroy with the Metagross in tandem with a rollout Wigglytuff. We have seen it all. The Beyblade arena has been set. A huge scrap off in this tier 2 goal zone in the jungle of Team Purple, and with the Mr. Mime and the Serena Slowbro also going down as well. It looks like Team Orange having a really dominant start in this first half of the game.
Yeah, 550 mark. So some of these birds are going to be coming back online. That's more farm to access for both teams, and Orange is going to look to take some of this neutral farm. They're going to start shifting up towards this top path, get to that speed berry, maybe get to that those top birds a little bit faster. A lot of these bottom birds go over to the side of Orange, and they are just sitting pretty, looking at these levels all across the map. But as I say that's a big pickoff for that Wigglytuff on that Chandelure.
Yeah, looking at the levels, it's not too bad. I mean, there are a couple of characters that are really struggling in this middle part of the game. Mew just hitting level 8, getting access to that Unite move. Knock Knock is going to knock on the door, but nobody is there. No confirmations of KO for that Decidueye. Only about 100-point lead. It's 111 points separate the two teams. Sorry, I got to do math again, Kyle. But go in the top path, a big scrap off. Here comes another compute and destroy. Is not able to scan 3 targets, but gets 2 KOs anyway with the Metagross.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's another big catch there. 4 members down for Purple, and it looks like Orange might try to maybe break this goal, but the Mystical Mirage doesn't do quite the damage and stealthiness that they're looking for. Mr. Mime Barrier Confusion combo doesn't quite get the pick off of Umbreon. It just lives forever. And this Regieleki, after getting that first tier goal, is going to start walking to that tier 2 bottom side. Looks like actually Decidueye is down there all by their lonesome, might be able to rip this objective before anybody gets there.
Yeah, Inteleon's running down desperately to see if they can make it down to this Reggie. Can't see what Reggie it is. Oh no! But the Decidueye gets taken down by Liko. I think they just took too much damage in conflict with this Registeel, and all they needed to do was use 1 critical hitting boosted auto from that Inteleon to lock down the Decidueye and the Registeel for themselves.
Yeah, close but no cigar for that Decidueye, who's now just struggling to get online. It's level 11, so I mean they're not doing too bad. But when you look at the side of Orange, almost everybody on their team is 11.
Yeah, I mean, they are the purple team, but unfortunately, they're looking like the average Joe's Gymnasium on the side of Team Purple. They're just struggling in this early game. Can they take down the actual Purple Cobras, that is Team Orange, on the side of the right side of the map? But it's going to be very difficult. It's not an insurmountable lead. It's only about 149 points. My math is incredible today. I don't know how I'm doing it, but we are having a small lead by Team Orange. The lead in terms of experience, it's not insurmountable, but they do need to win at least 1 team fight in the final stretch in order for them to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, they're not down too bad. There is plenty of goals for them to score on. Maybe that's their strategy. They're just leaving these goals up because that's just more for them to score at that once they get the Ray. So maybe that's just their big brain energy going on right now. But they are going to need to maybe get some of their levels up to try to potentially win this fight. 2:33 on the clock, and right now it's just a little bit more than 100-point lead. But I'm looking at these levels. This Metagross is already 13, highest level in the match. Serena does get over to level 13, but I'm hoping to see maybe Decidueye and Mew get a little bit higher here to help start some of this fight. But this Regieleki is going to start walking to the tier 2. I think Purple may elect to just let that walk and be ready for this Ray fight.
Yeah, this is a tale as old as time itself, and that tale is being Liko at level 14. Every game we've seen so far with this player, they're able to hit this threshold, and we're going to be seeing these Spirit Shackles and these Snipe Shots fly, but definitely one of them are going to be doing a significant amount of damage relative to the two. Looks like Omega was able to get a Queenly Ascent on the Chandelure, so Chandelure actually going down there. Looks like both teams able to KO a character on both sides, but huge KO by Team Purple. 4 KOs down, and the only one that's left alive is the Wigglytuff, so losing to every minute of the game so far. They're able to get a KO with every member of the team. Looks like Light is putting their team on their back, and this should be a free Rayquaza, but Smash might have something to say about it. Flamethrower on the Rayquaza, and able to get it with their boosted auto, Kyle.
Wow, Smash just said dibs and took that right underneath the purple team. Oh, that was absolutely huge. There's still plenty of time on the clock yet. The purple team is only down by about 140, so they might have a shot here, especially with those 2 goals up. They're going to have a little bit of a push here and maybe a nice pick. But, oh, man, that was a clutch play by Dr. Professor Smash.
Here we go, 2 characters down already on the side of Purple Team, but the one that's gonna have the mission impossible here is this Inteleon, as they have a Unite move ready to go. Misses that Snipe Shot, unfortunately, but it does snuff out all of the momentum that Purple Team was trying to put together, and with the Mr. Mime being the only one left alive, and with about 142 points exactly separating these 2 teams, Smash is gonna have the play of the game, saving the team in sudden death as they're able to secure the Rayquaza away from Team Purple. Really unfortunate turn of events for a team down on their heels the entire game.
Wow. Yeah, you really have to give it up. The Hail Mary by Smash getting that Rayquaza. Put some respect on his name, and I said it. We're going with the puns today.
Yeah, I mean, a really beautiful team fight by Team Purple was able to get that, but just wasn't able to lock down the secure on the Rayquaza. I don't even, we'll have to go back to the tapes on that one, and maybe Smash is going to post it on Twitter, but I don't believe that was the Flamethrower that got the confirmed there. I believe it was a boosted auto and or the tick damage from the burn that Chandelure applies, but really amazing effort in a last-ditch effort from Smash from their Chandelure.
Yeah, I mean, that was a Hail Mary of all Hail Marys, and you saw Purple did exactly what they needed to there at the end fight, getting everybody down, but Smash just comes up and yoinks it right from under them. They didn't have enough rip at that end there, so very unfortunate for Purple, but man, that was an impressive comeback. It definitely seemed insurmountable at certain points in that match, especially Liko, ticking into level 14 there. They definitely had the window, but unfortunately just not enough.
Yeah, level 14 twice, might I add. Obviously, they are the jungle for their team, but still making sure you're able to get to level 14. Such a huge break. It's not a huge break point, but nonetheless, Snipe Shot getting that much damage at level 14 is so significant, especially in the final stretch. A couple of things that I noticed that really allowed Team Orange to get back into that lead that Rayquaza fight was the pick on the Chandelure with Omega on the Serena. It looks like maybe Smash was a little bit too far forward, was able to be snatched up by the Queenly Ascent, and that kind of paved the way for them to win that kind of 5v4 fight. I do know that I do remember the Serena going down, but the tempo or the momentum was definitely on the side of Team Orange in that Rayquaza because of that play specifically.
I just wish that everybody in this stream could see the faces that Crunches is making behind the scenes, because they're priceless.
Listen, okay? So I get a bird's eye view of all of this stuff that's going on, right? So I'm like here in the moment with everybody, but then also I have like the casters in my ear. This feels like a private show that's being put on for me. And some of the stuff y'all are getting away with, I have questions. Okay, I have questions because I thought for sure Purple was going to have the comeback story of the century, and Smash. First time I've ever seen him play Chandelure, by the way. That was probably one of the most exciting steals I've ever seen, and I was like rooting for Purple to come back in that moment. Like honestly, the way that I screamed, y'all saw my face, but like I legitimately screamed. I'm just glad my windows are closed.
Yeah, if you ever have the chance of seeing kind of the overlay that we see in the back here, we see all of our reactions. So I can see Nanera. Unfortunately, she's not in display here, but I can see Crunchus. I can also see Kyle as well. It was the mic was hot for me at that moment, but I was also not. I wasn't looking at the stream. I was actually looking at the reactions of our co-hosts here, and you can see all of their mouths are just open.
I don't think anybody was expecting that in that moment.
Boosted auto secure from Chandelure. I've seen it all.
Mm-hmm. We've seen it all. We've seen it all today.
Also, big shout out to Infinite Aura for the raid. Thank you so much for bringing your community over, friend. Appreciate you.
All right, let's get this next lobby raring and ready to go. Nanera, it's all you.
All right, we got Mashed Potato Johnson, I Mitchelot, KCEO, Shin, Security, Paging Security, Paging Security.
Uh-oh.
I'm banning him.
It's Monkey, Mind Hacks, it's
Straight to jail.
Takuma, and Kingslayer. There is no ribbon chew this time. There's no fluffy paws to be thrown.
Straight to jail, Security. There's a pun in there somewhere. Just gotta figure it out.
Oh, somewhere in there.
Also,
Security likes squirrels.
I would like to point out that if you have a nice dumpling soup and you don't have
we were
chopsticks,
going
a
somewhere
fork
else.
will work.
Me too.
I thought we were
You have a
going
nice
somewhere
dump
else with
truck.
that.
I literally thought Nanera was gonna say, if you have a nice dumpy.
I was like, I'm right here. Just at me next time, okay?
I have a
You
name.
put on the Pico onesie and twerk. Make it a
Ma'am.
Pico, you know?
Ma'am. This is not about me.
I'm not just
I
a
believe
piece
we're
of
waiting
meat.
for Kingslayer and the Prodigal Son. Unless Kingslayer has another name.
I think Kingslayer is Eviament, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I have casted Kingslayer before.
Who scrambles?
That is Mashed Potato Johnson.
Okay.
Excuse me? What a name!
If I'm not mistaken, it's a reference from Metalocalypse.
What a name! I love it. Mashed Potato Johnson reporting for duty.
I think it's a song.
Is it
Pretty sure.
actually?
Yeah.
Wait, can you
from,
sing a little bit of it?
I cannot. I do not have the death metal gutturals that are required to sing that song.
Paging Security.
Liko says security is busy, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, and yes,
Security.
we should remind everybody that EX Mons are banned. I think that's a given, but we'll just remind everybody.
EX Mons are banned as per UCS rules, and I do suggest you ban Liko's Inteleon if you play against him.
All right. Security, I am removing you from the queue as this is the third game you have missed. If you come back, you can rejoin.
Security
Jade.
is using a secure place in the list. Removed.
That feels so harsh.
Removed.
I moved him 3 times, 2 times
I
already.
I know. Who's our next one?
Jade.
Jade's in.
Jade's in.
We were missing that. All right. We got mashed potato, Mitch. We got Kay, Shin. Calling Hydrix.
Is that squirrel messing with us?
Squirrel, so help me God, I will ban you.
I guarantee that's gotta be squirrel.
Wait, Hydrix's security's alt account? What? My brain hurts.
Whose security's alt account? Which one?
Hydrix? Question mark?
I don't think it is.
I didn't think it was either. Oh yeah, no, I knew the security with the underscore L different placement was.
Oh yeah, that's Squirrel.
Classic.
Yeah, security underscore L is security L underscores alt. God.
Way to throw him off, security.
Yeah.
Way to mix it up, my guy.
All right, so we're having another one. So I'm going to remove you from the queue. Please feel free to rejoin upon your return. Next up is going to be Gimme Tanks.
Or give me death.
Give me.
Look at Squirrel like I
chocolate.
won't catch him. You think I won't catch you? Fam? Fam, you think I won't catch you?
I think we should make a prediction to see if Crunches will catch Squirrel.
You just-
Squirrel
I
playing
thought the
fuck
rule
around and
number-
find out.
Oh,
I thought rule number 1 of playing against a greedent was to not chase it. You just kind of let it do its thing.
Oh, got him!
Oh, got him!
Got it!
Got him! And they say your reflexes fade after 40. Get fucking wrecked!
You should have seen. You guys can't see it because we're on the gameplay screen right now, but Crunches dropped everything and focused so intently on the screen.
I also want to point out she was looking like she was going as like a claw machine, just like full like.
Like I saw the whites in her eyes and like she wasn't moving. I was like, Crunches, are you okay?
This is what we call fuck around and find out.
I didn't want to get owned in my own stream, bro. Squirrel, I hate to do this to you, fam. But Ribbon has chosen to spend channel points.
Oh shit!
Oh, got him.
We won't time you out for 50 minutes like I timed out Gara though.
Damn.
Did I do it right?
You mean
You did it
Gertrude?
right.
Okay.
We are waiting for one more.
Give me tanks.
Give me tanks. You around. I've actually just met this individual.
Oh,
They're on
you're in
my
a game. All right, give me tanks. We're gonna move you down and go to the next, which is gonna be I'm Lovey.
Lovey. These two individuals were out on my team yesterday. They wanted to play. Oh my god, Squirrel's back.
It's like a bed bug infestation.
Nah, he's gonna get got again. He's gonna get got. Round 2.
Ready? Fight! Also, Draku, welcome to the fact of why
What
running
is
tech
going
is my favorite thing in the world. Who joined into the chaos?
That's also Liko up there.
Got one. Come here,
Rico right now
buddy.
is trying to backline.
Come here.
They're
here.
specifically not going to that slot. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we got a full lobby now too. Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta really want it.
I'm just getting flashbacks of where's the baby?
Oh my.
Oh, you fuck!
Well, she herself is going to leave the lobby somehow.
No, we're going. We're going. We're going.
Oh no! No! Yes.
Go. Alrighty. I'm excited to see this team. This is going to be one of the matches of all time, Draku.
Oh yeah? Why do you say so?
Not necessarily one of the greatest, but it's going to be one of the matches of all time. I'm looking directly at this team of Scrambles, Mind Hacks, Taco, Jade, and Monkey. I would be terrified if I'm purple team right now.
I agree. They do have a pretty scary team, but the other team, they do have Kingslayer, and I know Kingslayer just dropped 160,000 damage on Garchomp the last game. So there's a character they got to watch out for, a player you got to watch out for if you're on the side of Orange. It's that last picked on Team Purple.
Yeah, especially if they're gonna have some access to seeing what the other team is doing, they're gonna try to pick something that maybe goes into what Orange team is trying to do. We got a first pick Dragapult here. I'm not sure how you feel about Dragapult in this meta. What do you think of Draco?
I think Dragapult very similar to Gengar. It's not just because they're ghost type Pokemon, but they take advantage to a lot of chaos on the field. So if you don't have specifically a team that's communicating with each other, where these teams may or may not be communicating with each other, it's sometimes very difficult to lock down a character like Dragapult because you don't really know where they're going to be popping up if they do decide to use the Phantom Force ability. But yeah, if they're able to get a lot of really good early game pressure with their Phantom Force, if again they're deciding to go with Phantom Force, they can really snowball the game. But I do know that Monkey loves to play Dragon Dance, so that's going to be very fun to see. But I mean, looking at what the enemy team has, they have a lot of crowd control on their team. Ninetales, a dual ice lane, or one of the ice lanes, is going to be very difficult to deal with. But Pikachu is also a really good counter to Dragapult if they do decide to go the Volt Tackle Electro Ball build that can lock down a Dragapult at that mid range.
Yeah, I saw Mind Hacks hovering over Buzzwole there. I don't know if I've seen him play a ton of it, but I feel like that could have done some things. But obviously with Ninetales, Mamoswine with that ice lane, maybe thinking twice with all the CC that they have. Especially maybe even Pikachu if they decide to go with the Volt Tackle. This should be a good one. I honestly think Volt Tackle Pikachu might be the play here, especially if Monkey's going to be going with that Dragon Dance.
Yeah, we have gold stars or gold ribbons on the Gardevoir and Monkey on their Dragapult, so have a lot of familiarity with playing these characters specifically. I'm seeing from Liko in the chat, Monkey is 63 or sub 75, sub 100 Dragapult in the world, which is a pretty significant feat, especially with how popular Dragapult is now. So we'll see how that plays into their decision-making skills and their micro with playing the Dragapult. But next game coming in here, we do have a Scyther heading into the jungle. This leads me to believe this is going to be a speedster-oriented / all-rounder with Scyther heading into the jungle, and then we also have the Treepy heading into the jungle as well. Loves all that experience.
Yeah, we actually might have a little bit of an invade from this Wiggly over into that Scyther jungle, and that's exactly what I think Jade is doing. But on this bot path, it does look like we have that Mamoswine looking to get maybe a stack or two in. We actually had another stack in by that Torchic, and this jungle is contested, and Jay just walks in and says that's our blue buff, but I think Purple's going to take exception to that and to return the favor with that KO.
Yeah, unfortunately, purple team's gonna say aye, sailor to that new Hollowware with the Jigglypuff, by the way. We do have a Dracloak on the field heading up to the top path, just a little bit slow on their clear. This is going to be a Jungle Scizor, by the way, heading up into the top path. The dual ice lane really looking for some scores on that T1 goal zone. They might pay for it, though, as Mitch is already being brought down to 5%, does get taken down, but they are going to take a Charmander down with them. Experience going over to the Alola Ninetales.
Yeah, Ninetales stood in there strong and holding their ground there. But there it is, that Dragon Dance Dragapult doing a ton of damage, living on 1 HP in a dream. They might have to just go ahead and base here, and that's exactly what Monkey does. Thinks, I'm just going to go ahead and get some of my buffs back. But here comes Jade and just being that absolute harasser and grabs the red buff now.
Oh my gosh, an eject button through the wall there. Can they get away here? And it looks like Jade is going to pull a magic trick on themselves as they disappear into the ether and back to the right side of the map where they make it back home safe and sound.
Wow, what a play at that eject and that eject rollout, like you said. But looks like a lot of this experience in the central area is going to go over to Monkey and the orange team, who gets a nice little bit of online. And then now Pikachu is going to be going down to this Wartortle. Kirlia is going to have to grab a little bit of a Berry Icicle Crash into the orange team, who's holding out on this tier 1 base of purple and gets a couple of scores here. But just like Fred Durst, that Wiggly is rolling out.
Yeah, I mean, Jade is looking like they're rolling it out, but they're more like rolling it down in the jungle. They're really making a showing of this character of champion caliber, might I ask, as Alter Ego was the winner of the play-ins for NA. Let's head down into the bottom path. Both fire starters looking real strong. They're only level 6, unfortunately, pretty far away from getting their 3rd tier evolution. Of course, Blaziken gets their evolution at level 7. Same thing with the Charmeleon, so a little bit more ways to go in order for them to get their final tier evolution. There is the evolution into the Blaziken. They are sporting another Hollowware as well, rocking it out in this bottom path. Purple team going to start on this Registeel that has emerged in the bottom side of the map. 5 team members for Team Purple. Who's going to be able to get the confirmation? Here's a huge overheat just a little bit early and gets KO'd, unfortunately, and an easy secure. Wait a minute, actually going over to Team Orange. We get an evolution into the Charizard, and they're going to try to ignite the field in this bottom path as well. Gets another KO. Super effective damage on that Alola Ninetales, and Pikachu trying to hold on to this goal zone. 30 points with the Wigglytuff, and the Charizard having an MVP performance in the bottom path, Kaya.
Yeah, that's a nice Starlight Recital to keep that Charizard alive, but they're just delaying the inevitable because a huge future sight from the Gardevoir. They're absolutely looking directly into the future, and that future is bright for the purple team as they get Jade in the jungle trying to steal all their buffs again. And we have a Spout Spinstoys up here in the top half. Looks like Orange is going to peel off of this goal, grab the experience that's contested in the middle. They get all of that. It's 114-9, so Orange is actually has a pretty decent score lead, levels across the board. Definitely looking Orange side having the advantage here, so they might be willing to pick a fight here, and they're gonna have the advantage when they want to start that.
This Dragapult has the Dragon Breath ability. It leads me to believe that is going to be a Dragon Dance Dragapult. And you'll see that there, and you'll see the interaction that I was talking about. Lots of attention over to that Dragapult. Gets blown up by the Volt Tackle, but also the Unite move, the Red Illusion Die from the Scizor as well. And Blaziken trying to go in deep here. Going to get a small score of 5 on this top T1 goal zone. But you can see, as I was talking about before, this Volt Tackle Pikachu is going to be pivotal in locking down this Dragapult. This Charizard is going to ignite the field with its Seismic Slam in the top lane. They're going to go for a small positional score for this break on this top T1 goal zone. Only a 2-point overcap. And so, you know, this is starting to become a big lead for Team Orange. A huge 160-point lead, and a Reggie, a Lucky in tow as well.
Yeah, I don't mind that small overcap because now that this is going to start pushing into their tier 2 and Orange team can really just peel off and maybe go get this basement Reggie or maybe decide to try to score in that bot path. They're going to have a lot of options here at 9 to 169 here at the 410 mark, and Orange is setting up looking to want to maybe take this Regice off the map.
Yeah, levels are still looking really good for Team Purple. Obviously, the lead has definitely went over to Orange in terms of the score. Level 11s are your level leaders for the Charizard and the Dragapult. Level 12 now on the Charizard as well. One level away from getting access to both of its plus abilities. That is your break point for these kind of larger attackers on the field. And like we were talking about before, Charizard, not the best Kanto starter of the three. It's actually the worst Kanto starter. But if you're actually able to get some levels on your character, as you're seeing the Charizard here, some of these Unite moves are going to be absolutely devastating. Orange team making a presence known here in the jungle of Team Purple. Lots of Unite moves being afforded here as well. A Mammoth Math trying to make some room for their team. Unfortunately, gets lit ablaze once again by the fire starters of Team Orange. Now level 13 on their Dragapult as well. These leads in terms of the score, and now the levels are starting to blow wide open here, Kyle.
Yeah, 3 minutes left in the match, 1 minute until Rayquaza spawns, and like you said, we have 2 level 13s on the side of Orange, and highest level on Purple just ticking into a level 11, maybe get to level 12 here at some point, but it's looking really rough there. They're going to need something, maybe anything, and in these last 45 seconds, I maybe try to think about pushing a goal if you're Purple, or maybe just getting a crucial catch-up bit of XP and maybe getting a KO on one of these higher level characters, but they're going to need something if they want to stay in this fight.
Yeah, the sun's getting real low here, Banner, as it is a 160 point deficit. Still, once again, on the side of Team Purple, they're going to grab this Regieleki, potentially apply some pressure on this tier 2 goal zone. We've seen this many a times. Team Purple is going to opt maybe for positioning on this Rayquaza pit, but also apply some pressure on this bottom T1 goal zone. They actually pull away from it. They could have potentially gotten a score with the Mamoswine, but it looks like here in double time, they're going to maybe score a huge score of 50, follow that up by another 100 banger as well. This is going to blow the lead wide open. They're going to use their Unite move on this Pikachu by themselves. Kingslayer is going to be slain in the jungle, and they are starting to light up the jungle ablaze here. But unfortunately, the Blaziken does go down. Blastoise does go down as well. And in a blink of an eye, the Dragapult rips this Rayquaza off the map.
Yeah, that's a really heads-up play by Monkey, knowing exactly where the Purple team was, hanging out in their jungle, having all level 14 of him, able to then just full send on that Rayquaza with really no contest. Purple team really couldn't get into that Ray area because, oh, yeah, that thing went down, like you said, blink of an eye, and it's gone.
Yeah, we didn't even see the start or the end of that Rayquaza rip. And kudos to Monkey again for recognizing the position of the enemy team. They're just not there for that. They obviously have really good rip, and they also have really good secure on the Blaziken as well. And so over here, Blaziken, one of the best secures in the game. I don't know if they're actually present for the secure, but still really good positional awareness from a Monkey. Only 27k damage done, but it feels like it's just one of those games as an attack damage carry, also known as ADC, to recognize where the enemy team is, take objectives when you need to, and maybe not participate in team fights not so much if you're just taking down all of the objectives on the map.
Yeah, I think that's that's exactly what they did, and you saw it in that top Lecky towards the end there. Then again in that Ray fight, they did exactly what was needed to be done. And really took the Ray by the horns there.
That's honestly one of my I would say like one of the things that I strive for when I see a team do that. I play a lot of Decidueye obviously in solo queue and sometimes in duo and trio. If my other 4 team members are absolute all-stars throughout the game, I don't actually have to participate in team fights very much. I just walk around a map, take objectives, and those objective secures supports the team that way.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one way to support the team as your ADC. take the objectives that are important to the match, whether it's that top Lecky that created an immense amount of pressure on the purple side team. I mean, you saw it walking towards that tier 1 goal. It goes in, they get a 50 bomber near the 2-minute mark, and then a nice overcap of about 70 once that goes in. So yeah, really, really smart heads up plays there.
Yeah, a couple of things I would have liked the adjustment for the left side team. You know, recognizing that Orange team really struggles in the early game when you have something like a Charizard or a Dreepy, trying to extend your lead in the early game so that when they scale at level 9, you can make sure that you are in a position to make sure those characters specifically don't start to steamroll the game. And you can see in the middle, the latter part of the game, really high levels on both the Charizard and the Dragapult. It's not what you want to see.
Exactly. Oh, good games for both sides of the teams. Orange team, they did exactly what they needed to do. Not a ton of damage, but sometimes you don't need it.
Draco chat saying that you need to hydrate. I don't know. JC
I
said
need
you
to
look
hydrate.
thirsty. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, it is Valentine's Day.
You came in here girthy, friend. Okay, I'm just saying.
Fair enough.
Hey, yo.
Kyle's face was priceless right there.
Fair
Did
enough.
you just put a marker? Is that what that was?
No, but I can.
Okay, so apparently
The
we've been in
girthy
just
marker?
chatting this whole time. That's cool. I think shit.
Everybody stay calm.
Yeah, I think my tech issues earlier distracted me from actually like doing stuff that I'm supposed to do on stream. It's fine. This is only our 3rd time. We'll get used to it. Also, Big
Here's the
Panicorn
girth
raid
train.
incoming. It's the girth train. Welcome in, everybody. I'm assuming that this was Void's speed dating, Valentine's speed dating. How did it go? Did we get any matches? Did anybody swipe right?
Void, are you married yet?
Oh,
Damn, that was quick.
Trying to
we
move
had a
fast.
Panicorn wedding and a baby in the same year. Hello?
A baby too?
Welcome back, Cash.
What up, baby?
Frog, thank you for the sub. I was left on red. Rip. Who was it? I'll run hands. Our girthiest friend, yes. Yes. Okay. How are the casters doing? Do we need a break? Are we good?
I could take a quick 5. I could take a quick 5.
We could take a
running
quick
out
5?
of water. Yeah.
Uh-oh. We cannot have our beverage goblin out of beverages. That does not work for us. So we will do words on stream for about 5 minutes, and then we will come back with the next round and give our casters a nice little breaky break.
Sounds good.
Is that Kit Kat bar?
my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
No.
Hold on a second. I see this. Oh my god. Hold on. Wait, we were in the middle of words on the stream. Husky? Holy shit, Husky with the big fat raid. Oh my god. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Charlie, otherwise known as Crunches. I'm a Pokemon Unite variety streamer here on Twitch, and tonight we're doing Crunchy Customs. We were in the middle of a break so that the casters could, get some circulation back in their lanes. How was the stream? Holy cow! You got a Spraggles raid? Shut the front door. Oh my god, I love this so much for you. Holy. Oh, Kyle's not here to defend himself. Kyle's not here to defend himself. Holy, Husky stream, always good. We adore Husky. We stan Husky. I actually got to meet Husky IRL. I'm still obsessed. Just FYI. Played mainly Sailor Moon Wiggly. I'm seeing a lot of that today. Not gonna lie. First time watching me? You know what? Is it La Pokema? La Pokema? Something. I'm probably fucking it up. That's what I do. Since you're a first timer here, we got a little something that we like to do. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. We got a little something that we like to do here for the friends and the new people. So we're gonna do that while we're waiting for Kyle to come back. But if it's your first time here, this is your warning label. Oh no, I cannot hear it. Can you guys hear it? Can you guys hear it? No sound. Okay, well, I need you guys not to watch it. You still heard? Yeah, well, yeah, Discord. You still hear Discord? What in the flippity flap is going on? Hold on a second. Channel trailer video. Hold on a second. You don't hear Discord. Okay. Advanced audio properties. Monitor only. This should be... Hold on. We'll get this. We will get here. Elgato sound capture. No OBS wavelength system. I don't understand why it's not playing. Desktop audio. Maybe. Mayhaps. Let's try it one more time. Nope. It's not playing. Okay. So we'll have to figure that out at another point in time. My apologies. We'll have to figure that out at another point in time. So sorry you don't get a warning label with this stream, but what I will give you is these amazing casters that are sitting here with me tonight. We have Steel Agent Kyle and Drake Kusan. We're doing some Crunchy Customs tonight, getting some custom games in with the community. Guys, Wavelink updated. It fucked up my system. I have to go... I'm one of those streamers that will do a system update on stuff that's actually crucial to my stream and then not go back and make sure everything's in place and then just go live, and then we'll figure it out as we go. This is a joint effort. This is our stream, okay? This is our stream. We do this together. We break shit together. We fix shit together. This is our stream, okay?
Don't worry, Chad. I'll make sure that she has a dedicated Pomo on Friday to go through and check her sound settings.
I hate having handlers sometimes. That being said, again, thank you, Husky, so much for the raid. If you all need to do some post-stream self-care, get some rest. I know it's probably late for most of you who are in the future. I am on the West Coast, so I exist in the past. That being said, I'm going to turn it over to Kyle and Draku, and we're going to get started with our next round of customs.
And we're going to throw it over to Nanera, who's going to tell us our next round play.
Hot potato.
Put the soup down.
Hot potato.
Wait, can I throw it to someone else? No, I got it. All right. In this lobby, we have Ribbon, Squirrel, Primordial Skull, Omega, Ginger with Envy, Rex is Hot, 2 Pina Coladas, Smash, Rapid, and Dixie.
Ooh, we got a squad going here.
We got a lineup.
And Squirrel, if you start playing Where's the Baby, I'm gonna help her boot you out.
You didn't have to remind him.
you just
just
poked
put it
the
out
bear.
there.
You just poke the squirrel. Poke the squirrel. Yeah.
He's supposed
Bears
to be in
are
the
squirrels?
lobby.
He's gonna just like ask
Okay,
everybody.
how do you pronounce
to
that name
Switch.
on purple? Is that Dixie? Is
Dixie
that what you
Rex.
said?
Dixie
Rex.
How do you even get those symbols? Is that on the
The
mobile
extended
app?
keyboard.
It's on the mobile
I
app.
hate
didn't-
it here. I honestly hate
I
it here.
did not. I did. I did
Almost 10
not
channel points.
realize.
Fixed Greedon is also a Greedon IRL. Clearly.
IRL greeted.
Facts.
Clearly.
I did not put 2 and 2 together on Dixie's name until they put out a tweet today.
Hmm.
And then
I mean,
got
you
it.
have to have some clarification, especially when you have all the symbols.
Also,
I
I
don't
would
even
like to
know
point
the
out
name
that
of
when I first met Dixie, they were Dixie Normus.
This is true.
Yeah?
Squirrels!
Can you explain the joke?
Are you asking us to
Kyle, for
mansplain
somebody
the
who's
joke?
naturally girthy like you, no.
Oh!
Nah, damn it. Clip it.
I hate it here.
As you wish, Power Bottom Kyle.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Why, Foxy?
What was their first name? Mike's?
The Settlers are on point.
Oh
This
my
is-
We could
This
have
is
a
Unbothered.
UFF showdown. Pina against Rapid.
Wait, what?
All right. Second call for
Wait
Primordial
a minute.
Skull.
Wait a minute.
Balls, they know.
Oh, wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Big show out games. Are we gonna see another Smash Steel? A Rizful Steel?
No, that was last week on the customs.
What?
The puns were
Smash
gonna
Steel.
stop.
No, that was.
That was
today.
last week's customs. Yeah,
today.
that was last week's customs. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Castile Agent
What?
Kyle.
Yeah.
I fucking see you over there, sir.
Thank you.
I'm leaving.
You got it. You
yep,
got it.
I'm gone.
Smash may not be casting, but his puns live on. He has inspired me to be more punful.
Smash, this is your fault.
Mhm.
Last
Are
call
Ribbon
for
and Smash really
Primordial
fighting
Skull.
over Void right now in my chat? Because if so, I'm here for this.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
All right, I think we can move on.
Moving
Alright.
on.
Give me tanks.
Is Squirrel in this lobby?
Yes.
Okay,
Fantastic.
because I'm just gonna start it without him, and he's gonna be in fucking admin.
I don't think you can. You need to fill their place.
All right.
Oh, I
Lobby is
will.
good.
Fill their place with a bot. Girth Lord? All right. Next game, baby.
God.
Any big
Maybe-
standout moments here?
I want to see something off the wall band. I don't know. It seems like we're just getting these standard Umbreon Clef bands, which I guess that makes sense, but give me something just targeted. Like ban the squirrel from Squirrel. Something. I don't know.
Umbreon bands. Umbreon is just an annoying character to deal with.
It's so
You know what I
annoying.
haven't seen a lot of? I'm kind of surprised we don't see a lot of Buzzwole. It's like the best all-rounder in the game. Like, I don't think that's even like an argument. Best all-rounder
we
in the
haven't
game currently. We haven't seen any Buzzwole.
Maybe people are just burnt out from the mosquito and they haven't wanted to play it.
Yeah,
So, but maybe we'll see one this game.
possibly. Your first time we're seeing a Meow Scarada on the field. Dixie picking that one up. Double leaf starters on the side of Team Orange. Ribbon Shoes are going to be sporting their actual name with the ribbons on the Sylveon.
And no respect. You're gonna have to put
Pulling
some
out the
respect
owl?
on Smash's name. Yeah.
Pulling
Is he
out the
gonna pull it out for you?
Look at that. Pulling it out for me. I feel like Sylveon with a Comfey would be very difficult to deal with. Okay, Kyle's lost it for some reason. Would you like to explain? Look at Crunch's face. You should just go back to 3cam for a second. Just look at Crunch's face.
I think it was when I said he's pulling that out for you.
And then Draco repeats it like nothing, and I'm like, we're just gonna move. Okay, this is what we're doing. Cool.
It is Valentine's Day. Smash just wants.
As long as you didn't say whipping it out. That's
yeah.
Like
it's respectful. He's showing some respect.
Okay.
I showed you my fell stinger. Please respond.
Respond.
Okay.
Over
All right. Okay.
Crunches is over us. We're raiding out now, everybody. I'll see you. We'll see you next week.
I'm thinking that we're gonna have these canceled from now on. I think Crunches is gonna cancel it from now on. No more customs,
Right.
especially after our bad behavior. Here
Yeah,
we go.
This game is going to be completely unhinged on the side of the casters. I'll tell you that right now.
Are we gonna get a Suckswole?
I don't know, but they definitely do have a proboscis, if you know what I'm saying. Crunches. Can we just have like Crunches is like a cam just real small in the corner this next game?
This is gonna get unhinged really quickly, real fast.
Wait, Mr. Mime is Ash's mom's maid, right?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Some might say that Mr. Mime might be Ash's dad.
We'll just go on his. All right, Smash heading down with the little Rowlet, best all-rounder in the game. Small and round. It wouldn't be the first time I've heard those. I mean, heading up to the top path, we're gonna be looking at this Serena bouncing up and down on this top T1 goal zone. It's gonna be supported by the Comfey as well.
That's the Cumrina combo there. They're gonna try to get some stacks in that top path, but Mr. Mime is also looking to get some stacks. Not able to get any of the secures there, but Buzzwole is looking to do some damage. Gets that superpower onto it. Uses that flash. Not quite able to get the KO, but here comes Ribbon with that mystical fire Sylveon and gets the KO on that Buzzwole. This Meowscarada is gonna be next, and we have a Steenie taking that double KO.
Yeah, trying to put on the stilettos at level 6. Almost there. They are sitting currently at level 5. Swablu's Altaria on the map as well. Is going to put up that wall, trying to make some room for their team. Team Orange starting to press on this tier 1 goal zone. Right now, Respect trying to get some respect on this T1, but unfortunately is a little bit confused with that wall in front of them. Jade is going to go in deep, trying to get the KO with the ball. With the Electro Ball. And looks like they're going to be able to make it back over to the right side with that surf, making it wet.
Yeah, Jade really penetrated deep into the flux zone there, trying to get that KO with the ball, but we got a KO on the Sylveon, able to get that Mew. And Buzzwole's not going to be escaping. Ribbon is absolutely putting work.
Looks like right now Fixed Green has a little different name to them. They are looking a little bit stronger than typical Squirrel looks like in this top path. Trying to defend this top T1 goal zone. Omega right now looking real strong with that belt around the waist. Trying to defend this T1 goal zone is still that Buzzwole. Looks like they're able to get a lot of the farm in the central area as well. Still not level 6 with that Meowscarada, unfortunately. Trying to keep the cat in the bag.
Yeah, and you've heard about crossing streams and how that's a no-no, but what about crossing beams? We got dueling beams on the side of Orange with that Mew and Venusaur. 9170 here at the 720 mark. We got double beam all the way across the sky, gets the KO on Serena, and this Comfey is going to be going down next. 2 members down for purple.
Yeah, right now it looks like Decidueye still trying to hold on to this T1 goal zone. Right now, the cat is not in the bag anymore, as does get a KO on the Decidueye. Really pounded it in there with that cat. Looks like this should be a very easy Regirock in the bottom lane, really rocking the underside of this map. Currently, this should be an easy Regirock going over to Team Orange.
Yeah, that pussy was really popping over there. getting that KO 120 to 80. They're gonna just head towards the top path.
All right. we lost vision of the game, unfortunately. Yeah. We are able to get a Regieleki in the top half. I'm gonna go ahead and stream off of the stream off of your stream itself, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're trying here. I'm looking. We've added a new browser source to OBS. Oh no, that's just me looking at me. No.
Front and center, Kyle. We're gonna be casting Kyle here. Looks like Kyle really looking real good, sporting that Magikarp Pokemon T-shirt they currently have right now. That Gengar looking real sus in the background, though. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, we do need the cam and the stream together, because I don't know if I can take this much more. Holy cow, these Spirit Shackles are going in deep, and they're going in hard against Orange team. Not quite able to connect on the Mime. Mime uses that confusion to be able to push away Omega, but it's Decidueye using these basic attacks to try to just rip through the Buzzwole.
Yeah, Crunches, we did lose live feed in on Twitch behind the screens, by the way, we can't see. So we're casting off of your stream from Twitch, but obviously there is a little bit of a delay. Looks like it's showtime in the bottom lane. Mr. Mime unfortunately does get taken down. We're probably just a little bit late on the cast. It looks like right now Team Purple trying to make some moves on this T1 goal zone. This cat's trying to strut its stuff in the bottom lane. Doesn't really get anything going with it. Buzzwole using that proboscis real well. Gets a KO for themselves once again. Jade, or at least Pina trying to make it wet down here with them surfs right now. Team Orange looking real strong, but looks like Rivenchu trying to pull out the Comfey mounted on top, getting a couple of KOs for themselves as well.
Yeah, that comfy mounting is absolutely clutch, and just staying mounted straight on top of that Sylveon. This Regice is going down super low. Another KO onto that Venusaur, not quite able to get the Secure. The Secure does go over to the side of Decidueye. Those Spirit Shackles they're coming hard, and they're coming fast on the side of Purple.
I mean, it does do a lot better than the snipe shot, as it does pierce through the veil of the enemy team, or more like the actual just enemy team. Very piercing damage. 182 to 117. We do have. Oh, we're on the screen. Oh, hello. I didn't even see us in the bottom there.
We're doing it live. We're everywhere in here, and Serena able to just use those boots to stomp all over, stomp on me, mommy Serena, and they're just gonna skitter on out of there, outside of the path. Buzzwole doing their best to just throw me around, gets a couple KOs, and Orange is looking pretty strong. Throws around the Trevenant, and the Woodhammers. They're hammering right now.
You know, if there's one thing we have learned from this cast specifically, I think Kyle might be a sub, everybody. Definitely not a dom.
Not again! Not again! Every time I come here, I am abused.
We have a game to cast, Kyle. What are you doing? I mean, I know you're not maybe not taking the initiative here, considering anyway, Regieleki in the top path, still looking real clean. Maybe not so much like the mouths of our casters currently. Might get reset. It's gonna reset back to center. Full health on the Regieleki once again. Rivenchu trying to work on this Regieleki with the rest of the purple team in the top path. Ready for the final stretch. We're getting to the climax of the game here. Definitely not the only climax going on in this game, but 15 seconds. Let's count it down, everybody.
Yeah, 10 seconds until this Rayquaza just that big slimy dragon just spawns into the middle of the map. We have 5 seconds left. We have a couple players going down, and we have Masquerada just absolutely ripping in and serving into purple team. A few members down, I believe. I think 1, 2, maybe 3 down, and it's just gonna be this. The Desi. Oh, almost gets shot by that beam straight through the heart from Mew, but Mystical Mirage is going to be coming onto the map. They're looking to maybe get a play, but the Spirit Shackle does connect on Mew, and Pina on that Mew is just slippery, and you can't really get a hold of her.
Yeah, Rayquaza on the map. You know, it is Year of the Dragon, but it looks like right now both teams just hiding from the snake in the central area. Right now, purple team looking real dominant in their positioning. Team orange just trying to find an entry point. I don't know if they're going to be able to find that entry point. Definitely not through the top, definitely not through the middle, but maybe through the bottom there is going to be a real strong entry point. The beams are flying once again here, trying to pierce through something here. The beams are definitely flying, not crossing with the Mew and the Venusaur, but it looks like Mr. Mime's going to head back over to the right side, get some health back.
Oh, here we go. Ultra Swole Slam onto Ribbon with that comfy pocket. Flowery Fields forever, but those fields are going bad because it is now fall for the purple team. They're going to have to maybe make something happen, but it's actually orange who's going to be able to get another 50 points in the top half, make it 100 in the top, and maybe even in the bottom. They're going to take a nice score lead, 378 to 194, 30 seconds left here, Draco.
Yeah, Venusaur is unfortunately going to get deflowered despite having the biggest flower on the field, and with only 20 seconds left, I don't think that Team Orange has in them. A huge scrap here in the middle with the cat. You definitely got to be careful. You're going to be scrapping with the cat. Respect, trying to put some respect on their name, but I don't think they're going to be able to get the secure here. Here comes the secure last, but here we go. We do have Smash with the final secure. It doesn't even matter. The arrows just didn't come in time.
Yeah, just like that first time for me, a whole lot of build up for not a lot of action there for purple side, and it's orange that's going to be taking this one, 378 to 258.
That was a memorable one. I'm definitely going to remember that one.
The fact that y'all ganged up on me, you guys, yeah.
I think from now on, I think we should have the casters down here every game. Crunches, what do you think?
You guys are exposed now. Cool.
Sorry, not sorry.
Thanks, y'all.
Sorry,
You
not
took away
sorry.
my hiding spot.
Yeah, that happened. MVPs for you, Kyle.
I need a minute to recover off of that one.
I mean, that's what she said, but here we are.
Hold on, Kyle's coming down.
We gotta give it to MVP Nya on the support Mew. gotta give it to MVP. Yeah. I'm crying. I'm literally crying right now. I have tears in my eyes because that was one of the casts of all time.
Yeah, so that one is definitely going to be in your casting brew that you put together, Kyle. Mm-hmm. It has to be.
My MVP was the Kyle jump scare.
I don't know. Draco running to the other side of the room because he's laughing his ass off was kind of a moment.
I don't know if you got that on cams. I don't know if the cams were up at that time, but that was...
No, we saw that, though.
we all saw it.
Though. I would just like to apologize for how much of that game was missed because I was busy either dying or trying to put that caster screen together, but, you're welcome.
I don't know if it was intentional, by the way, but we do need the live feed back in the back room.
So I don't know if I can do that with the way that this is currently set up. Let me see. Hold on.
Yes, you can.
I can. Screen share.
Oh, we're going into Discord now? Okay.
Window. Hold on. Wait. I might have it.
You just turn off the group output.
No, but I like the group output. Oh no, see there it
Oh, there we
is.
go.
There we go.
Huge.
Wait till
Okay.
you see the.
Big if true.
No,
So I don't know if this fucks with the caster screen. So we're gonna try something real quick because I do like this. I just feel like it needs to be just a little.
It should not fuck with the caster screen.
Yeah, make it a little bit smaller. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh no, this is now an entire production. Fuck a sound issue. You guys get to see backstage from now on. And you know what? The last 2 times I was like, I wish I would have seen what was going on backstage. I wish I could have recorded what was going on backstage. Guess what? Everybody say thank you,
We found a
Draco.
solution.
What did I do?
Thanks, Drake. Draco officially took away my hiding spot.
We just want
Randy's
to
out here
see
trying to
Nanera trying
expose
to
my
eat
DMs?
soups with the fork. That's all I want to show them.
Nah, fam. The fact that we got you calling Kyle a sub on camera is going to be one of the crowning moments of my life right now.
2 weeks in a row, I just come here and I get abused.
There's a kink for that.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a thing it's weird that it's happened
Oh,
twice.
good. Then you won't mind the merch we're going to be releasing next week.
I mean, if
Jesus
it's happened,
Christ, no,
if
you're
it's happened
not.
twice
No, you're not.
in independent events, then
Like I said, there's a kink
Pedia,
for
what?
that.
Unhinged casters are the best. All right, let's rack them up here. Nanera, let's get the next round of players.
Victims. Oh, jeez. What do we got? What do we got? Two more.
All right.
You have how many?
this-
What? How many in you, Kyle?
It's every girl's dream.
At the same time, sir?
Pina's told me that, and she even put this on Twitter, so I'm not even exposing DM. She said a 5-man hole is every girl's dream. She said that to, I
Yeah.
believe, Taco and
Five Guys. Duh.
yeah.
Well, I think she was talking about Hoopa, but same.
Tomato. Yes, it is.
We move on.
We have.
We move on.
All right.
we digress.
Paging. Security. Are you actually here?
Yeah, is security here or is he trolling?
Security was here earlier. He did.
He
say
was
something.
here. He came back and brought himself back into the queue. So we have security. Liko.
There he is.
Wendell Siren.
He
does exist. Ash Potato Johnson. I'm Mitchelot, Shin, Mind Hacks. It's Taco Bra and Kingslayer.
It's Taco Bra.
Yo, this
That's
lobby with the casting screen on blast right now. Hello.
Taco Bra.
Listen.
I think if there's one thing that you don't see very often, if anything at all, is like the reactions of the casters during the game. So I think it's pretty cool. And then
Didn't we talk about
subsequently
doing this though?
subsequently
No, we
the
talked
reactions
about
of
Me
Daenerys
recording
and Punches.
backstage. Listen, I don't like being on camera all that much. I am the gremlin that hides in the back for tech.
No, ma'am, I'm sorry. I know you did not put that much eyeliner on just to sit in the backstage and not let anybody see your beautiful face. Stop it. Remember, get snack, be snack.
Oh, and my snack.
Don't you start. Oh, yes, Daddy. Hi, Rhapsody.
I no longer have soup. I finished it. It was delicious.
She forked it. The target
Soup?
is Panda.
Oh yes, crunches.
I fucking love you.
Dewey has. Wait, I'm gonna get us. I want to snack.
Alright.
Actually, I'm hungry.
I'm looking at this bottom team right now. This is gonna be pretty strong.
Look at this.
Both
dude.
teams are gonna be really
Wait till
tough
you
to
see
beat.
Sorry, I took a grab
No,
on
no,
this
no, no.
Ooh, what you got?
Some honey butter caffeine. All right.
Save me a slice.
Gemma,
Is that
who
our
are you?
list?
That's
Is that
what
our
I'm
list?
trying to figure out.
Attica, I don't want to be abused here by you now.
Who is Gemma?
The bottom team.
Something's not like
Killing me.
Who's Gamma?
Gamma.
We are missing Shin.
Shin, are you here, friend?
What kind of omnums you got?
He's
I
eating.
got nuts.
Reiku, after that game, is chomping on some nuts, just for the record.
He's putting nuts in his mouth.
Yep.
Are they delicious and are they salty?
They're honey covered, honey lathered.
Oh, so they're
No.
sweet and salty.
No salt, all sweet.
Eat your pineapple, folks. Last page for Shin.
What happened, Cash? What's funny?
Imagine this.
All right. If there is no Shin, we got Jade.
Oh, Jade coming back?
Jade rolling through.
Oh my god, what is this team? Liko, Security, Kingslayer, Jade, and Taco. Oh my.
That's highly illegal. That's highly illegal.
That is a monstrous team.
I believe in Mitch and Mind Hacks right now. I believe in Mitch and Mind Hacks. I'm with this.
Let's see Mind
All right.
Hacks cook with some Cinder.
Dude, Mind Hacks' Zard was nuts though. Like,
Yeah, there's
that
not
was
wrong.
inspirational
Good synergy.
Zard play. I'm sorry.
Mind Hacks is cracked in general. If people don't follow, I know he rated here, but if people don't follow his solo queue adventures, it's pretty wild the win rate that man has in solo queue. I think it's like usually around like 65% in pure solo
Damn.
queue. It's
That's crazy.
nuts.
That's
Watch,
crazy.
watch Mind Hacks. He cooks, and he got some weird. He runs apple sometimes.
Apple? Leftovers?
Yeah, homie loves an apple Leafeon, and yeah, that's the other thing. He on his solo queue tiers, he only plays low tier stuff. He doesn't use any of the OP stuff. Like right now, I think he's playing Cinder, Duraludon. But when he does Leafeon, he does the Razor Leaf. He doesn't do the Solar Blade.
I love
so he kind of
Razor
goes
Leaf.
a little bit off meta too. So
I have like something like 400 games with Razor Leaf Leafeon. I love that character.
it looks so fun, but I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, strangely enough, I played so much Razor Leaf that my Solar Blade is actually pretty bad. And Solar Blade is actually pretty easy to use, but the play style between the two of them are very different. One of them uses their boosted auto very frequently, the other one doesn't. That's like a pivotal thing with Leafeon.
Yeah, it's definitely strong. It definitely seems that Solar Blade's a little bit more forgiving. But we have a Hoopa and an Umbreon band. This is the first time we're seeing Hoopa band tonight, at least.
Hoopa definitely in coordinated 5-stack play could be, very difficult to play against. But I mean, looking at the other team, I don't think they have a specific player that I would be concerned to have Hoopa with. I think a lot of Team Purple has a lot of weapons like this Greedent. I believe this is the first time we're seeing Greedent outside of fixed Greedent. So we'll be seeing an in-game Greedent this time.
Yeah, there we go. We got the Greedent on the top lane, I assume. Usually see security up in that top lane, and We got an ice lane. Siren and Gemixity taking A9 and Mamo.
Yeah, Mind Hacks, I know you said you don't play high tier characters, but Buzzwole is definitely a high tier character.
I think this is only his he's only played a couple of Buzzwole games.
Unless he's playing a Suck Swole.
I've only seen him play Suck Swole. So I am Rex says he is playing Suck Swole. Yeah, he doesn't on his solo queue. On his solo queue, he doesn't play anything like that, but on like stacks, he's dabbled with some other things.
Okay,
but
I don't know the interaction here.
Aura?
I feel like Q Charm from Wigglytuff stops Leech Life. I think it might.
I think you
like
might
literally
be right,
just
actually.
walking up to a Buzzwole with Wigglytuff's passive ability might stop it. I know that Covet from Greedent, the little running around drifting ability, I think that just knocks up Buzzwole as well. So I mean, Purple team, if the Buzzwole plans to go with Leech Life, they do have a lot of tools to knock it out of its ability.
Yeah, but here we go. This is going to be pretty rough for the orange side team. Obviously, a lot of double gold badges on the side of purple. One gold badge though. We do have a Zeraora gold badge on the side of orange. So we're gonna see what's what. Not a whole lot of tankiness though on orange. So I'm not sure how you're feeling about that.
Yeah. I think one thing that I'm concerned of is if they're going to be able to KO this Greedent. If Greedent gets going early, it can be a really difficult character to deal with. They have a good amount of CC. I mean, they have an Ice Lane, they have Buzzwole to potentially, protect their Alola Ninetales and their Zeraora, but we'll see how well the Zeraora can cook with this character. It's definitely one of the worst speedsters in the game, but in the right hands, it can do really well.
Yeah, indeed. And here we go. I think, like you said, we got a Suck Swole. They're going to try to take their contested farm, but it's Wiggly that's going to be contesting.
Oh.
I believe they ended up taking that.
Yeah, nice job there. You know, it's a level 4, a pretty early evolution as well. I don't know if they're holding on to that EXP share, but even just by playing in the bot lane, you should be able to get to level 4 pretty easily. The top lane, Alola Ninetales with that EXP share, already getting the evolution. Looks like right now, Mitch on that Sylveon is going to get clapped up in the bottom lane. We do have the Volt Switch from the Zeraora, which means it's most likely going to be a discharge Zeraora. Again, they don't get that discharge until later on in the game, but this Volt Switch kind of leads me to believe that.
Yeah, especially with that X attack too. Yeah, it should be pretty interesting to see what we got going on with that Zeraora once he gets online. Obviously, uses that, getting a KO. Oh, this should be really interesting. Oh, it looks like we're gonna get another engagement here. Sylveon and Buzzwole looking to dive in, using that Leech Life onto the Wiggly. I don't know if Cute Charm was up, but it looks like that Leech Life did go through.
I want to do a quick shout out to Mage, who has just brought in their community with the raid. So big shout out to y'all. Do make sure you refresh your page to make sure that your view counts as a viewer for the stream. But welcome into the Crunchy Customs. Heading into the 8-minute mark, we have the Swablu and the Altaria spawning here. In terms of leveling in the top path, we haven't paid too much attention to them. It looks like a lot of that experience went over to Team Orange. Right now, Purple Team is kind of struggling in this top path. We're just getting an evolution into the Gapite. And Security, one of the best Greedents in the world, struggling to become that full-fledged Greedent at level 5 as well.
Yeah, and that was the first score of the game, that 4 points from Greedent. But here we go. We got a little bit of an engage here. Zeraora goes down at the hands of that Meowscarada. Icicle Crash to try to stop some of the bleeding. And, oh, man, this Meowscarada might be going down, but a nicely timed dash gets them out of dodge. And, ooh, Sylveon is going to be jumping in and out with that Mystical Fire, maybe trying to catch somebody out of line, but 720 birds are up. Nice use of the Dragon Rush to push them over to the side of purple, but it's this Greedent that is just pestering Orange, staying on their side of the map. Zeraora looking to maybe engage, but I don't think you're going to be able to catch Security in this Greedent.
Yeah, just finally becoming a Greedent at the 7-minute mark. So I mean, if they had a job to do, and that is to make sure this Greedent doesn't become a force to be reckoned with, they are doing a very good job. Only level 5 on the Greedent. Reggie Steele has emerged in the bottom side of the map. It should be a very easy objective to secure for their team, with none of Orange being anywhere near the Reggie Steele. They're going to make a push onto this T1 gold zone. A huge scrap off in this top lane. Auto attacks coming out from the Goodbye and also from the Zero Aura as well. The Zero Aura does get the upper hand here, scoring a huge 40-point banger in this top T1 goal zone. That is actually the first time they score in this game, so it does give us a little bit of information. If there are a couple of characters that really love to stack, like Buzzwole, for example, most likely hasn't gotten any stacks to their name.
Wow, that Zero Aura living on 1 HP in a dream, said call the ambulance, but not for me, and gets that reverse Uno card and gets a couple of KOs there. That was absolutely massive for their leveling, and still going to have their Unite move online. This Regieleki is starting to go down. It is being ripped by Purple. Starlight Recital comes out, gives some shields over to the Purple side, but it's going to get a secure, and it's going to be going over to the Purple side team, and they're going to get some nice scores in if Orange lets them, and yeah, the Regieleki is going to walk in. They're going to cake that tier 1 goal, and it's 204 to 127 here at the 5.5-minute mark.
Yeah, a little less than a 100-point lead, so not a significant lead on the side of Team Purple. Looking to grab this red buff away from the Zero Aura. They are by themselves. A plasma discharge coming out of the Zero Aura is unable to get the KO, but it looks like the Delphox is going to be exchanged for a Livid Outrage, trying to throw a tantrum in the jungle here, forcing out the Snow Glow from the Alola Ninetales, and is actually able to stay alive with its Ice-type counterpart, Kyle.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Mamoswine, diving in, getting the stun right onto the Garchomp as that Livid Outrage was ending, and allowing them to get a pretty nice chunk of catch-up XP, gets them online with their level 9 evolve, and 5-minute mark, and Zero Aura is looking to engage, but just Volt switches right on out. And Orange is actually making a little bit of a play here. And we're going to have this basement Reggie spawning. Garchomp, though, back on the map and trying to make their presence known.
Yeah, looks like Security trying to make a play. They use their Unite move, is able to KO the Alola Ninetales, and all of a sudden, Security really wasn't a part of most of the team fights in the middle part of the game, but now they're staring down a level 10 Greedent. I mean, in comparison to the Team Orange, they're mostly level 10s, a level 11 on the Zero Aura, and this Greedent is all of a sudden turning out to be a character that they got to be really careful of. Is going to be able to stay alive, and 1 HP in the Dream does get taken down. A nice Snow Globe finds its way onto 3 characters, 4 times super effective damage on the Garchomp. Regirock being brought down already to 10%. A couple of characters on the side of Purple Team, I think that went over to the left side with the Unite move from the Meowscarada, getting the confirmation on the objective.
Yeah, that Floral Flourish was perfectly timed there by Meowscarada, really like just ending that fight there and taking that objective. And they lived to tell the tale of it because they were able to get out of dodge. I believe it was Wiggly that did go down right after, but we have a Lecky up here, and it looks like both teams are starting to form here, but it's only 3 members of Orange, and the rest of Purple is all there, so that's going to be pretty rough if they're going to try to engage. They do back off for just a little bit as Buzzwole does get taken down. Zero Aura is there right to follow, and now this Garchomp has found the backline, and another Livid Outrage might be a little late, but they don't care because they are getting a double, make it a double KO on this side of Purple, and they're going to extend this score lead, I think.
Super Swole Slam finds its way onto the Garchomp, but unfortunately gets slammed into their Pokeball. Instead, they're a little greedy, trying to go for some scores on the T2 goal zone, but they, of course, sub 5-minute mark, they do get that pad and get a KO on the Garchomp as well. One of the highest Unite move charges in the game because of how devastating it could be. They are now still in their Pokeball, 30 seconds left. They're definitely not going to have that Unite move available to them.
Yeah, that's a big amount of catch-up XP for Orange, too. You're looking at Zero Aura ticking into level 13. 2 level 13s on the side of Purple, but make it 3. Garchomp just ticks into that. But looking at the Unite move stock, And you have 3 on the side of Orange. I imagine Zeraora is going to be getting it off based on when they use their Buzzwall. Might get theirs very shortly after, but neither team is really wanting to set up and engage here. Greedent is going to start maybe looking for a score. They're going to try to covet on out away from that Sylveon. Garchomp waiting in the looming dark bush there, maybe trying to get a sneaky catch on somebody who's a little bit out of position. Mieskara or Delphox looking to throw some mystical fires into some bushes and maybe catch somebody out of position.
Yeah, the top path players and the bottom path players are starting to converge onto the epicenter that is the middle of the Rayquaza pit. There is another frontier of battle going on in the tier 2 goal zone. Greedent Security trying to get some scores on that tier 2, but Mitch is there with the good defense. Buzzwole is still on a KO timer. Looks like the Alola Ninetales also going on a longer KO timer as well, but 2 KOs going in the way of Team Orange as the Delphox and the Wigglytuff are back in their Pokeball as well. Kingslayer, aka Evilman, is forced to use that Livid Outrage to get a small shield. Can they stay alive? No. Super Swole Slam is going to smite them into the ground like the ground type Pokemon they are. Right now, looks like Greedent trying to stay alive as best as they can. They're still sitting at about 25%, but lots of Unite moves coming in from Orange team. They finally are able to take down the Greedent. 40 seconds left and still a less than 100-point lead by Team Purple, Kyle.
Yeah, Orange has been winning this Ray fight all along, but they are still down some points. They're going to need to make something happen. And as I say that, you get a crucial pickoff of that Alolan Ninetales. They're going to be down for pretty much this entire game. So they're going to need to maybe make a back cap here because I don't think there's enough time to rip this Ray. And as I say that, Mamoswine is making a beeline towards that tier 2 goal. Are they going to get enough time here? There's 5 seconds left, but Greedent is waiting. They're on that jump pad, and they are going to stop it, and that is going to be game, set, match. Purple is going to take this one in a exciting finish.
Yeah, once again, it was a little bit of a multi-front battle for both of these teams. There was a smaller engagement above and below Rayquaza. There was a smaller one-on-one fight between the Greedent and the Sylveon on the tier 2. But, in terms of the characters that they have on the field, that Purple team's team is very bulky relative to the other one. So, trying to break through either side would be very difficult for Team Orange. So they really needed to get together and try to find a way to break through their walls, and they just couldn't.
Yeah, well, 69k damage from its Taco Bruh. We have 3 69k damages on the side of Purple. I think it was just destined that they win. So that was very nice of them to do that much damage, but really close game all around. Orange team, though, really held their ground, it seemed.
Yeah, I gotta say so as well. I mean, they have really strong early game presence, right? They have a double Ice Lane, they have a Buzzwole, one of the best early game all-rounders in the game. They have level 4 evolution with the Sylveon. The only one that kind of struggles in that earlier part of the game is the Zeraora, but the other team members really made up for that. And so even though that they had this really strong early game pressure, they really limited the Greedent security on that Greedent to a Greedent until about the 7-minute mark. It's all about, playing to your outs and playing to your strong early game pressure. Just wasn't strong enough to hold it through the remaining part of the game when these characters start to scale.
Mm-hmm. And it was quite the end fight there. Just seeing kind of what Purple is trying to do, like you said, it was kind of a little bit of a scattered fight. A lot of really 3 different fights going on all at the same time. Orange had a little bit of an advantage there. They might have had a little bit of a window, but unfortunately that window is very far away because all those fights ended up happening in their jungle. By the time they could even get back into the Rayquaza pit, they didn't have enough time or enough people to rip it, and that was that. They tried to maybe get a back cap, but nice defense from security. That might have actually potentially saved the game because I think Mamo might have been able to score if security wasn't holding that back door.
You say that, but the reason why security was on the pad was because they got KO'd. So defense, strategic reset. All right, good games to everybody. I believe we got one more left to go. So,
we got
Nanera, let's
one
get this last lobby in here.
one last lobby, and I will just remind everybody what y'all are playing for is not just to have a good time and engage with the community, but also $20 Nintendo eShop gift card, courtesy of Panicorn Gaming, going to the overall MVP. Draku is watching, okay? So make sure y'all are showing up and showing out.
Yeah.
Better.
Go ahead, Nanera.
Yes.
Yes.
Baby, grab my croissant.
Croissant.
Crunches, look at your DMs.
What?
No.
Oh my.
What did I miss? Wait, what? What?
I said, Crunches, go look at your DMs. Ask you something real quick. Go ahead, Nanera.
I believe this is Extupi, Glide Borealis, It's Monkey, Meowtoos, Primordial Skull, Rewind Davis, Ribbon Chew, Rex is Hot, 2 Pina Coladas, and Smash.
Obviously, I love seeing repeat players come back into these lobbies, but I think for most of the lobbies tonight, Kyle, I've seen at least 1 to 2 new people joining every single time. So thanks you guys for coming back and also inviting new players to come play with us too.
Yeah, we've had a lot of new faces. Obviously, some staples of the last couple weeks in these castums. My cat is now wanting some attention.
I will also take this moment,
show.
and we're going to remind the chat that this is a Unite safe space, meaning that there is no flaming shaming of any kind, of any variety, regardless of skill level, topic, mon choice, or anything, provided that the rules are being followed. And yes, this is the last lobby.
I think your cat's wanting some attention because there's someone in this lobby named Meows. Probably why.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Mm.
Okay.
He's totally not gonna try to bite my hand. He's a little guy. He's a little gremlin, but I love him.
Run it 5v1, Monkey says.
I mean, so Monkey's gonna be farming 1 HP clips. That's what this is.
Monkey's won a few 1 HP in a dream contest, correct?
He has. So Monkey won 2 and then won the All-Stars.
That's pretty impressive.
Wait, did he win the All-Stars, right? Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I don't remember that stream.
It's all a blur.
I have slept since then. I have gotten sick since then.
Yes, he won All-Stars. He won All-Stars. I want a sticker
so we're
too.
looking for Choopy and Glide. Who is Kirby?
Taco, why have you been avoiding me all night?
Who's Kirby?
It's a little pink guy that sucks air in and swallows and then gains powers.
I heard they got a big mouth too.
Girthy. I'm not gonna be. Am I fired?
No.
Am I
No,
fired?
I would
Is that
just
what
like to
this
point
is?
out to you that his first nickname in the basement was DJ Sleeper Agent, because when he came in, we thought that Kyle was a sweet and innocent, little wholesome individual. And then we learned.
We were wrong. Yeah, no, we learned very quickly. Okay, who's on the list again?
All right, we got Choopy, Glide, Monkey, Meowtoos, Primordial Skull, Rewind, Ribbon Chew, Rex is Hot, 2 Pina Coladas, and Smash.
Okay, who is Kirby? Like, I want to say Kirby is Choopy, but that would be like way too obvious. Just based on the conversation we just had.
Smash is coming, he said.
I bet he is. What? I don't get one? I don't get one? It's Valentine's Day. Everyone gets one.
Gets one what?
Gets one what?
Yes.
Can you clarify?
Yes.
Everyone gets it in on Valentine's Day, right?
Yes.
At least one.
Everyone gets one in.
Wait,
What
where's
that
that
bow tie
aggressive
do?
eyebrow waggle emote?
Hey,
Okay,
yo.
last call. If you're in chat and you are Kirby, I need you to speak up or I'm going to remove you from the lobby.
Pina, if you're going to NIIC, I will be making my famous homemade cream pies.
We've lost Kyle.
And barely breaking Kyle in the process.
Where is Kyle? Oh, you're Kirby.
He's on the ground.
I
He's on
called
the ground.
it.
I
I
think
called
broke
it. Choopy
Kyle.
is Kirby. Okay. I see you. By the way, I see you. What, Kyle? You don't want any of Nanera's pie?
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening.
Oh my God, the Cynic raid!
What's the procedure?
Oh my gosh.
Wait. Calm down.
Hi, Cynic! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Charlie, otherwise known as Crunches. I'm a Pokemon Unite variety streamer here on Twitch, and tonight we were doing Crunchy Castums, and now I don't know what it's turned into. Not even sure at this point, so just my apologies. Welcome in. How was the stream? Hope everybody is well.
All right, final call for Primordial Skull. And who else is missing?
Crunchy Castums
And
After
Glide.
Dark. Yeah, we've hit the 9 p.m. mark, so we are officially on that Showtime After Dark.
Still can't show feet, though, is what I hear.
No, but your
Still
porn
cannot.
stash is filling in quite nicely.
There's an oh yes daddy somewhere in there.
Stream was amazing. Went from Unite to Smash to Unite to Smash and back to Unite. Learning Default leave you on, but the Default go crazy. Yes. Nobody was
Smash
talking to you,
unite
Siri.
and then smash to unite. Same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Panda
of course,
Coladas.
my Raiders get it. Oh yes, Daddy. Well, at least we got an ad during downtime.
Okay.
Last two?
Final call for Primordial and Glide. I can't. Words are hard.
Look at my pussy.
Yeah, well, look at mine.
Hey, yo.
Wait.
I didn't expect it to be that color.
I shaved it.
What did he say?
Ah, Jesus! You want to fight? Fuck.
He said, no touchy touchy.
Oh my God.
Pina, what?
Apparently, I have to buy him dinner first. Is the offer to fight open to chat? You could get some too, Smash.
All right, Dixie, you're up.
A
course it's
wrestling
60.
match?
A wrestling.
Nice kitty.
Oh.
Which one? Not all of us petting cats on stream right now.
I don't have a cat. Casper, you're kind of a cat. His name is Catspur.
Cats.
Oh. Well, the other night during Underdunk, he was Casper.
Oh,
Yes.
I got a cat named Dorian, but like I'll pet any kitty. We love that for you, Cynic. Honestly, keep your options open, fam. We love this. I will give Steve my spot if he hasn't played today. Where is Steve? Is Steve still here? Wait, is Steve in the list?
Queue.
I think Steve left the queue.
He did, but he just tried to rejoin.
You love the hair? It came today. I had to wear it.
Steve is in the building.
Same.
Steve is here?
Steve, get your ass in here. You haven't played yet.
Oh, ribbons goated. Yeah, no, I'm doing this. I'm doing this grow out, Cynic. Like this is it's,
I have two
it's
people
a
left
problem.
now.
It's a problem. So I'm tired of wearing the same hairstyle. So I popped my my Visa on Amazon and dropped $20 on this bad boy.
Ayo.
Dropped your Visa? You dropped your V card on Amazon?
I popped
Nice.
my Visa.
So we're
Why are
calling
there
it
two
these days.
spots now?
Ribbon, come back! Steve, get in here.
My Visa.
What did he say?
This cast is
I'm
going
gonna
off
put
the
my whole
rails.
monkey into this game. Good boy, monkey.
All right, Steve.
No,
I love
Travis
you still,
Swiftie. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
I
Wait, is that Steve?
cannot.
Let's
That is
go.
Steve.
Yes, it is.
From the Panda Bowl, Superb Owl champion, Travis Swift.
I hate it.
Is it still too...
Okay,
too-
what
too
character
soon.
would Taylor Swift play in Pokemon Unite? What do you guys think?
Well, last weekend she played Blissey.
I feel like it has to be Wigglytuff. She's a singer, right?
It would be Sableye.
Oh, okay.
Sylveon? Oh, I could see a hyper voice
No.
Sylveon. I could see a hyper voice.
Everybody, it is clearly Sableye because you
I
best
was-
believe she's still bejeweled.
I didn't get the reference. What was the reference?
What?
Nice.
From that song.
You're fucking welcome, Kyle.
Bejeweled. It's part of her song.
I don't know that.
Don't,
All I heard
don't
was
worry, he had
bejeweled.
it. He had
Cynic,
he had
you and me,
explained it.
you and me, right here. You and me. Okay, that's all I heard too.
Just trying to drop my Taylor Swift knowledge, and I just get shamed for it. It's okay.
Don't pop your Swiftisty in here.
Yeah. Kyle's a closet Swiftie.
I'm not
No,
even a
not
closet
closet.
Swiftie.
Not in the closet.
No, not closet. Nope.
Out of the closet.
We
He's a
traveled.
living room-
We traveled
living room
3,000 miles to go see Taylor Swift in Arizona for the
that
first
soundboard
weekend.
clip.
3,000 miles. Where are you from?
Well, not 3,000 miles. What the? Well, Ohio.
Where are
Whatever
you, in
Ohio
Cuba?
to Ohio to Phoenix. However many miles that is.
That's around 1,200.
Leave the math
That-
to
that
Draco
much.
tonight.
Yeah, I'm a Unite player. I don't math. I don't look to see what the goal's at before I break it. Petey
But
can
don't
attest
out,
to this.
don't out us
If
supports
the
like
goal's
that.
there, I'm breaking it, baby. Don't make me do geography. It's not my strong suit.
Cynic, thank you so much for the gift sub to Mitch. Appreciate you.
I very much failed algebra. No, I'm not very smart, but I am.
Travis
here.
Swiftie going with the Serena.
Oh.
Shocker. This is my
Hey,
shock
Kyle.
face.
Yo,
1,911 miles from
That's
Ohio
that
to
much.
Phoenix.
okay. Here's where I meant 3,000 kilometers because I have a friend that lives in
okay.
Arizona, and we trade.
Do they use
in
kilometers
Pokemon
in
Go.
Arizona?
No. In Pokemon Go, when you trade or when they do everything in kilometers, and I know that from when I trade from Arizona to Ohio, a Pokemon from those two spots, it's around 3,000 kilometers. That was my logic.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Obviously wrong
Got it.
in the miles part, but that's where my mind went.
What is that in yards? I think I saw Travis Swiftie only speaks in yards.
True.
Yeah.
Nanera, can you calculate? I don't know. I was just kidding. All right,
I think
here
we
we go.
have a
Last
DC.
game, Draco.
I think we potentially have a DC. Rex is hot saying, "Sir, I crashed." I think they're in the lobby.
Can we get a little pause real quick?
Can we get a timeout on this game? There we go. Let's go.
Timeout.
Go into a 30-second timeout for let's see, the Ravens on purple.
Taco, don't yell at me.
Coach says pause.
God damn.
Pause.
I don't even know what these teams are. I know there's a Lapras, a Cram.
Yeah, we got a Krampus on the purple side, and I'm ready to see the turret, old Halo 3 tech of just using that Warthog and just going to town.
Gatling Gulp Missile. Gatling Gulp Guzzler. I mean missile.
It's the Gok 5000.
Okay.
The Gok 5000.
You have to call it that now.
The Gatling Gok Missile.
The Kraprus. Yep. That works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2K levels the
back
last you
to,
heard.
I think
Cynic,
we are
we
good
need to catch you up, friend.
I think we're back.
Rex is back. We totally just glossed over Rex saying that they were back. We're just talking about the Gok 5000. That just y'all are nasty.
What? I think you said it first.
Wasn't me.
Clip it. Okay, Shaggy. Here we go. Purple side is going to be maybe taking their jungle, but I think we might be getting a Sableye invade here, Draco.
Yep, Sableye heading into the jungle. Hopefully this Eevee is able to get at least 1 or 2 pieces of farm to get to that level 4. Is that an Umbreon jungle? Kyle, I've seen it all.
Well, we have seen some things today, and that is one of the things that we have seen. And I mean, it is going foul play, right? So it's not at least mean looking its own jungle farm, so it's not all lost, but definitely one of the more interesting jungle picks. But Mew is going to be using that Mewsted basic attack onto that Sableye into the Electro Ball. Doesn't quite get the KO, and Mew might be in trouble here because those Icicle Spears, and they are hitting hard.
Swifty is going to confirm that Grammy in the bottom lane, getting that KO on the Mew, as well as a couple of scores as well. Touchdown for Team Orange, as they do get both scores on that T1, as well as a lot of that farm as well.
Yeah, and here on the top lane, trying to get some stacks in is that Umbreon. They are able to get that 4 in here, but Lapras going to be suffering some KO right there. Goes down at the hands of Espeon and Trevenant, but Orange team might try to poke in there, trying to use that stored power to get that secure. I believe they did steal that away from that poor Cramorant. And Orange team doing a little bit of bullying here in this top half.
Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult to lock down this Espeon. Stored power Espeon is a really difficult character to go up against, especially with the amount of damage that's coming out of a character that you don't really have to press in order to get that shot off. There's a huge scrap off here in the central area. Looks like Lapras is going to be going down. T-Swifty is also going to be heading to their box, as well as we get a couple of more characters going down, the Sableye and the Glaceon. And in terms of experience, and in this scrap here, Purple team getting the upper hand. Another KO going over to the Ivysaur as well.
Yeah, Serena saying, I knew you were trouble when you walked in, but they're going to be not taken lightly to that, because they are going to try to get a bit of damage onto Purple team. They do back off, grab a little bit of a berry. I guess you could say they just went ahead and shook it off, but here they go, looking to stomp into Purple side team here. 720 birds are on the map, Draco.
Yeah, lots of team members in the bottom lane right now. Steve Mycat, or T-Swifty, trying to be the anti-hero, getting another stack as well. He's saying, I'm here and I'm the problem, it's me. Trying to get some KOs on the enemy team, gets another stack, uses those iframes as well, getting those Queenly Majesty stacks. Unfortunately, does get taken down by the Venusaur in the bottom lane.
Yeah, you'd say that was definitely a cruel summer for T-Swift right there, because purple side team, they are going to try to take this off the map. It is the Venusaur that takes it and says they got a blank space, baby, and they're going to save that secure for it, and they're going to keep doing some damage with this beam.
Bottom lane objective going over to Team Purple, and they're trying to mount an offensive here on this bottom lane. Tier 1 goal zone, 4 points going onto the score, another 16 as well, 30 and another 17, and it looks like the Chiefs are striking back against the Niners.
And here we go, 103 to 91. There's Serena absolutely going to be able to stomp on in. As they're saying, if I was the man, I'd be the man. 133 to 99 at the 6-minute mark. Both teams looking to maybe start heading towards this top Regieleki.
Nice solar beam landing on the Glaceon. A good chunk of experience going over to the Venusaur. That is your experience leader of the game, currently sitting at level 10. Does have access to the Unite moves. Both teams have access to their Unite moves. The Stilettos from T-Swift coming out here, landing on the enemy team. Venusaur coming down as well onto their back into their Pokeball. And it looks like right now, lots of experience going over to T-Swift on the side of Orange.
Yeah, those stilettos on the Queenly Ascent were pretty great. You'd say that those never go out of style, but it's going out of style is the purple team. 2 members down, and it's this Glaceon throwing these ice shards into the tanks, and now we have a Verdant Anger from Venusaur. They get a KO. We have Serena T-Swift with a KO streak of 3. Holy cow. Now you'd say that the purple team has some bad blood with that Serena.
Gets another goal zone break in the top path is Team Orange. Looking at the score here, not an insurmountable lead by Team Orange. 209 to 133, trying to make some room is that Umbreon. That is, again, the jungle Umbreon trying to get the KO on the opposing team's Evolution. Regieleki is going to reset back to clean, and it looks like both teams now are going to disengage in this top path.
Yeah, and that's honestly okay, but Sableye says, I'm not disengaging on anything, and throwing a feint attack right onto that Venusaur as he was trying to base, gets the KO right there. That was a huge amount of comeback XP, because that Venusaur is the top level in the game, and this bot Regice is going down deep, but here comes Crapris trying to get the steal, but it's actually the Glaceon that does get that final confirmation. Queenly Ascent going onto the Lapras. I don't know if Steve My Cat's going to be able to get out of here, Draco.
Yeah, I was trying to look like the villain there, but almost looking like the victim, unfortunately, is T-Swifty there. A really interesting interaction between the crowd control by the Lapras, knocking off both the Serena and the Glaceon. One of the interesting things about Glaceon's Icicle Spears is that even if it does get crowd controlled, it still continues to unleash those Icicle Spears, as we do see it there, the objective going over to the Glaceon.
Yeah, and not only that, but having Lapras with Cramorant, that getaway car with the Crapras Unite. Verdant Anger does come out again from the Venusaur, but it's Steve My Cat on the T-Swift Serena that's doing some damage, getting a couple of KOs there, just really taking out purple team, and orange team's, they're just stomping right now. 252-133 at the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, they're looking really strong here. It's definitely looking like a cruel summer for one of these teams, even though it is the winter time. Looks like the Lapras is taking a stroll through this top path, making their way downtown, all the way to this Glaceon, and somehow they are able to get a KO there and then sneak away back to the center part of the map.
Wow, we got another engage on this Lapras. It's just not going down. It's so tanky. They're the one that's trying to sing their song. But 2:30, we have 30 seconds until this next objective, and it's Umbreon that's just diving into a couple members of Orange here, using that Snarl Foul Play combo. Not quite getting any KOs, and you see it up. It looked like Trevenant was able to get actually a pretty decent dunk in that top half, while Purple is distracted with that bottom fight.
Yeah, lots of attention in this bottom path. It looks like the purple team should be able to get this objective, secure this Reggie Ice for themselves. Final stretch, everybody. And this is, of course, going to be the final double time of the game as we head into the last Rayquaza. Let's give these teams our energy. Kyle, go ahead.
Yeah, we're not quite out of the woods yet because you could call it what you want, but we got a game here, 321, 177, 44, 144 on the time, and we have Serena just diving in, but uses their eject, almost gets KO'd by the Venusaur beam, uses the Queenly Ascendant, but not quite able to get out. Those shields on Serena are absolutely going crazy, but a huge solar beam by Venusaur.
That was a huge solar beam by the Venusaur. It looks like at least one of the teams is saying, you belong with me, and they're saying that to the Rayquaza, singing that to the Rayquaza. It's going to be brought down here. Can Steve get in here? No stomps. Unable to get the confirmation. Trades their life for it as well. And with shields in tow, these are some hundo burgers going in.
Yeah, it's the purple team that's just spreading out their lavender haze all over the map. It's 449, 321. They're getting a ton of points here. It's not over till it's over, but this one's looking pretty rough. If Orange is going to try to come back, they're going to need to have a little bit more than champagne problems because they're still down by a good amount of points here. Make it about 200 and some change. I'm not going to do the math.
Well, you know, everyone loves a good love story here, and unfortunately, this might look like the Valentine's Day massacre for Team Orange. 25 seconds left to go, and 200 points, and the Glaceon going down there. It looks like this is going to be the last one.
Yeah, maybe in their wildest dreams is Orange maybe able to get a couple last scores, but again, down by more than 200. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe a little bit of extra damage farming, but I think this one's all but it. You're on your own, kid, says Purple.
Yeah, don't blame me, though. It looks like, Orange team had a lot going for them, but unfortunately, karma is a big one here as Team Purple is able to win our last Crunchy Customs of the evening.
557, 335. I can't believe we kept that going for that long. Here we go. We have
not in your wildest dreams, Kyle.
huge comeback there from Purple, who's kind of looking pretty rough there at part of that, and they came back screaming back. That Venusaur Verdant Anger into Solar Beam really turned the tides of that fight.
Yeah, a huge Solar Beam is so pivotal, and we know how strong this character can be if you're able to get those levels. I believe it was about parity in terms of their levels with Venusaur, but a well-timed Venusaur with a Verdant Anger, or just a well-timed Venusaur into Solar Beam into a couple of characters is pretty significant.
Yeah, he had two level 15s on the side of Purple, and you know what they say, when you're 15 and someone tells you that they love you, you gotta KO them.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the clock struck midnight rain on the side of Team Orange for this game.
Beautiful.
Crunch just hates us.
Oh, look, I didn't even go back to the casting screen. You guys don't exist anymore. Look what you made me do.
You were in on it. I love it.
Oh my goodness. Who was the Sableye? That was Monkey. That was Monkey doing monkey things.
Pestering me all game.
That sounds like Monkey doing monkey things.
Huh?
I said, yeah, that sounds like Monkey doing monkey things.
That's definitely Monkey doing.
Gotta play their ghost types.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, we have come to that time in the evening where it is time for us to pick an overall MVP. The MVP for tonight's Customs will be winning a $20 Nintendo eShop gift card courtesy of Pandacorn Gaming. Draku, I'm going to turn this over to you, fam. Who did you have your eye on tonight?
So, in terms of the MVP system in Pokemon Unite, for a lot of the MVPs that are awarded, it's normally going to a player that does the most amount of damage, does the most amount of points. But as we all know, that doesn't really paint the entire picture of how much value certain characters or certain players provide to their team. So I wanted to kind of accentuate that MVP role doesn't necessarily have to be the one that does the most points or does the most damage. It's other things that it provides and other values and supports to your team. So the MVP of tonight, I am going to give it to a player that really showed out on a couple of support characters and a couple of defender characters. My MVP is going to be going to Jade for the evening.
Congratulations, Jade. Yeah, you know, I've noticed that too. Jade's really been picking up a lot of supporters and defenders lately. And honestly, watching Jade kind of grow as a flex fill for UFF over the last few months has really, really been exciting. But just to see her shine tonight on that Wiggly, on that rollout Wiggly, so entertaining to watch. Honestly, probably one of my favorite games from tonight.
Yeah, the rollout Wiggly and also the Snorlax as well. We got some really cool invades with the Snorlax, but I was also watching the defending plays that Jade was doing on, defending tier 1 goal zones and making plays for their team in certain team fights. So really love seeing that type of play, especially from a defender player.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Jade. I will be in touch with you to deliver your gift card. Obviously, yes, I know where to find you. Yeah, so that's going to be it for the evening. We will not be here next week because I have plans. I have IRL stuff that's going on. I was going to try and swing it on Tuesday, but honestly, I'm kind of needing to just make sure that I situate some stuff for myself next week. We do have a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up for Crunchy Customs. 1 HP in a Dream is happening on the 24th, so we still have a lot of stuff coming for you guys this month, but we will not be here next Wednesday, unfortunately. On the 18th, you will catch us over on the Unite Femme Fatales channel as they are in the playoffs for the Weakness League. Just a reminder, just so everybody is aware, next week there is a global strike going on in support of the ceasefire in Palestine. UFF and Panicorn Gaming and all of the team members will be honoring and respecting that strike. And even though some of us may be streaming, we are actually going to be utilizing our platforms to try and raise awareness and also try and raise funding for certain organizations that are in Palestine providing aid on the ground. So we are actually going to be using our platforms to promote that purpose. So, and anything that you see coming from a Panicorn team member for the entire week of February 18th through the 24th, we will be utilizing that to raise voices for people in Gaza and Palestine. So we will be over there doing our thing. Draku, any last words for the people that don't, involve anything we talked about in the last two games?
As always, today is Valentine's Day, and if there's one thing I want to kind of, I guess not necessarily address, but a message that we should all be bringing to ourselves: love wins. Love each other. That's what today is all about. That's all I got.
Yes. Kyle, parting words for our friends.
Say happy Pina Day, everyone.
Happy Pina Day.
No, this was absolutely a blast. Thank you, Draku, for coming on and hanging out with us for the night. That was one of the casts of all time. Especially our D-Gen one. That might have been my favorite cast.
I believe that was the third or fourth from the end. So if you want to take a look back at the VOD, it's one of those two.
Yeah, just wherever you see it, switch from no casters at the bottom to casters at the bottom. We're just unhinged. Also, we'll be clipping the Kyle jump scare. That was probably my favorite.
I was really scared of what was going on in the middle of the game.
Don't worry about it. All right, so we are going to end on that note. We're going to send a raid over to our friend Biggie706, who is currently live streaming, and we have raid text if you are a follower, and there is raid text if you are a sub, a good girl, a brat tamer, or a brat tamer in Dr. Professor Smash's case. I want to make sure that I thank the community for coming through and for, participating in these customs. Obviously, the customs exist because the community is here. And this is something that we absolutely do for you. So I appreciate everybody for being here, for showing love, for supporting, for all the raids, for coming through. Draco and Kyle for dedicating your time, and for Nanera for always, always, always being in my corner. I love you so big. We're going to go ahead and send the love over to Biggie. Thank you guys so much. And we'll see you on Friday for Fall Guys. We're doing Fall Guys on Friday.
Yes.
So be here.
Huge.
Or don't. That's up to you. But, we'll see you next time.
Love ya.